Welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
Welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
A good, what is it, Wednesday morning to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports. About Iwanyk, Tom Gazzola, Jasmine with you here live on EST.com, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, on YouTube, and thanks to everyone listening for us on the podcast, wherever you get your podcasts.
Later on. You were confused by the day. It was a long weekend.
Yes.
All I think of now is non-game day.
That's it. That's where you are?
Yeah, I'm already into, is it game day? No. Okay, non-game day. That's tomorrow's game day, obviously. But yeah, that's where we're already at 4 games into the season.
I think I'm going to have to fix the camera again. I don't know what happened, but it looks like we're tilted a little bit. I feel like I think overall I'm towering over you guys right now.
Where's Trev?
See what happens when the game goes too late, you know?
Well, that one, I don't know
Somebody
why
had
we'd
too
have
many
that
long
one.
drinks last night.
Whatever. That we could fix later. You got the sorry for the intro and then the black screen for those on YouTube. Audio, for some reason, wasn't going through the computer, but now it is. So we're on the audio stream. We're on YouTube. The Edmonton Oilers have won. Everyone's happy in the city, even though it's a gloomy Wednesday.
Gloomy day, yeah. Non-game day.
I'm already like in my office. I went in this morning. I'm like, it's darker in here. Mm-hmm. I need a lamp in there.
Yeah, you do. Get a happy lamp.
What's a happy?
Yeah, what's that?
Do you guys know? Okay, it's like that.
Go on.
No, that's why I'm
lamp.
asking.
Oh,
Go
I have
on.
one. It's you put it in front of your desk, and it's supposed to resonate sunlight.
Oh,
Yeah,
I have one of those.
good
like
idea.
boost your mood.
I have one of those alarm clocks that the light gradually increases
Yeah.
to wake you up. I never use it.
Oh, you should.
I just wake up.
Do you naturally wake up?
Most of the time, yeah. I don't really need an alarm.
I needed
about
one
you?
this morning. I was tired. I think.
depends.
Yeah.
What time did you guys go till?
We went till 12:15.
Okay.
And then you know how it is.
You
do
can't just go right to bed.
Yeah, you always kind of wound up a bit, so probably fell asleep
need to-
like
yeah.
1:30, got up at 7:15ish. Yeah.
I tried one day because at 1260, because we have those fluorescent lights, we used to only have one in them. Like instead of
Yeah.
fill them out to keep it a little
Darker in there.
Oh, I like that.
not as bright, I guess.
Yeah.
And one time Ray or our maintenance guy came and put a second one in there. Me and Dave immediately were like, no, like this is too bright. Like you need to take one out. So I tried doing it in my office here, but there's 4 spots
Yeah.
and they're connected. So like there has to be one in like 2 are connected. So there's
Yeah.
2 basically, and you need 1 in each for it to work.
Old school.
So it's like I have to have minimum 2 and it's too bright. So I need a lamp because my office is then it's just too bright.
Let's get you a lamp.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm
get
all
a lamp.
about.
I'll find a lamp.
we can get you
I'm
one.
all about the lights, the ambiance. So where I work, all the lights all the light bulbs are disconnected from the top, so we all have lamps.
Okay.
And we gradually get the natural sunlight going later.
Oh,
in
so
the
you guys
day.
got windows.
We have windows, yeah, but
I couldn't work in a place where I couldn't see outside.
yeah, it's like a jail.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. I mean, our old studio is at the Bell Building, it was like a bunker too.
Well, because we put those banners up, or there was the outside on Stony
screen.
Plain Road, we put the logo on, and then we
Yeah.
put the screen up for the TV. Prior to that, it was a great studio because the light would just come in. Mm-hmm. It was awesome. We were the only studio that had like the windows that you could actually look outside. It was great.
And
Is
it
that
was
when the
super
bird
cold in there.
hit the window?
Yes.
Okay.
And while Dusty was doing kind of easy trivia, was he talking Jamie McLennan?
Something, and you hear the thump. I forgot.
There was a bird that hit the window at my office once, and Yukon Jack, like the imprint was on the window, so Yukon drew out the outline of it. It's like you could like it was like the full imprint of this bird.
The backyard, as they called it, of that building was odd because you had all kinds of wildlife that would find its way in there. Lots of gophers, obviously squirrels, magpies, and then whenever a goose would nest there,
I got attacked once.
yeah, you would get attacked. So, and then there was that guy who hit the transmitter or the tower. Remember, he drove into
That was a wild day.
That's scary because they had to evacuate the building. Didn't
no, they evacuated half the building.
they? No. So,
So-
like, what are those things going down? That thing's like a couple hundred feet high.
Yeah, so a guy came in, I think he stole a vehicle, crashed it into the tower, the
Yeah.
massive like transmitter or whatever,
Yes.
it was outside the CTV Bell building. Ended up stealing Majot's vehicle or something, or breaking into it and
Oh,
stuff.
it was a criminal.
Oh no, this was a big like.
Oh,
broke
like it was
into
on
Majot?
purpose.
There was it involved
Absolutely
Majot, like
on
he was
purpose.
breaking into Majot's car or something like this. It was like a big thing. But they came in and they said with the way the tower would fall, it would fall only on TV. So TV got evacuated and they're like, radio, you got to keep working. And we're just sitting there like, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. If this thing comes crashing down, it's likely to fall, 15 feet from us, but we're fine. Yeah, we'll just keep doing our radio.
Everyone's fine.
That's cool. This isn't. And and then it was like we had to park across the street, or like the people coming had to park across the street to walk in, and it was
Yeah.
like very hard to leave, and it was.
And then
it was
built,
a disaster.
They built sheds around it to like give it a layer of
They've added-
insulation.
yeah. But yeah, I just really
Smart,
love that.
but-
Yeah, TV got evacuated, and the few of us that were there were like, oh, we're not. Okay.
So if it
Hopefully that thing
falls-
doesn't fall and you guys are wrong. Like, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
That's how much they care about radio.
Yeah, I
TV matters.
figured. Yeah.
Radio doesn't.
Yeah.
We're
It's all about the moneymaker, right?
Classic.
We're the fun people, though. We're the fun people. Reminder, EST Fly Away keyword to Los Angeles is presented by the 780 coming up later in the show. Yes, you could do the word, Jasmine.
Yeah.
Although
Bad.
maybe Tommy wanted to, but that's
Oh,
okay.
do you
You will
want
do
to?
it.
No, I
You'll
get
do
I
it.
get my fill of keyword fun on Saturdays, so it's all good.
So we have that qualifying opportunity still to come. Lots to get to on the show today, including the Edmonton Oilers.
Sure.
Who've won. All is good in the city.
Told
All
you.
is calm in the city.
I told you. Y'all panicking, and I told you.
Actually, I
Yeah,
don't think
textbook victory last night, by the way. That's how you do it. Atrocious first period. We all knew.
Yeah, it was. We got everything yesterday. Everybody's sucking to finally playing
Someone
well.
got benched.
Yeah.
as he should have.
Yeah, he was playing bad.
Respect
For
to
sure.
Chris Knobloch for taking a shot
That's two
at a star.
excellent players that he's done that to. He had the little warning shot to Jeff Skinner coming out of training camp. Remember, we put him on third line, quote unquote. Skinner's been good. He's been really good. Made a nice play yesterday on the Henrique goal. And then you're right, like Draisaitl, he was having an atrocious game. He's had a bad start to the year.
Yep.
He was first star last night.
Which obviously we all disagree with that.
Right. Hernan put it on the side panel on the YouTube side of things, and I looked at it, and people were texting, "But Draisaitl's first star." I'm like, wow, that's a bad first
Who
star.
voted
Yeah,
on this
I
one?
don't. Why did that happen?
Because he scored the game-winning goal and
No.
an assist.
Fair
So he had
enough.
2 points.
And he's plus 2, played 23
Like,
minutes, and got
some
benched.
people will just look at stats, pure stats, when they go to those
Yeah.
type of things. And right there, he had a goal and assist, 2 points. They won a hockey game.
Yeah.
If you didn't watch that hockey game, you'd sit there and be like, Leon had a great game.
Yeah, legit. I think it was Jack Michaels. He tweeted out that fighting does matter, and this is a
Yeah, it does.
perfect example of why the Oilers won yesterday. We open it up with a goal because we got intense. We had some fights finally.
Yep.
And
Rogers
that's what we needed.
Sportsnet, by the way, sorry.
Yeah,
3 stars
Sportsnet.
by Rogers Sports Space Net. According to the
So
NHL.
they've not only used the wrong, that's not even their name anymore.
No, but that's what the, yeah. is Draisaitl, Mikanov, Bouchard. So, sorry, continue.
No, that's
But Jasmine's right. Like the fights, it sparked everybody, and I like how the rankings of power today on the Nielsen show was about Tony Stetcher, the whole T-bone. Someone texted in yesterday, called him Tony Stetcher, and he good for him. Like he went after Couturier when Couturier took down Skinner, and then the Farabee and Perry fight was another like little spillover of the animosity, and that game was getting chippy. And Darnell Nurse going after Owen Tippett, I enjoyed thoroughly, and it's good to see them play with some spunk.
no doubt. It was also nice to see Perry like just be fired up and like everybody's always criticizing his age and that signing. Like, okay, there you go. He brought some cane.
Yeah, did. What are you smirking at?
Oh, nothing. Chelsea from the Hive just emailed me. Going, have you seen this? Just stumbled across this random site from the States advertising your logo and apparel for outrageous prices.
What?
There's knockoff versions of EST out there.
Why?
Hey, look at that. That is us.
That is us. That is weird.
You made it one.
Yeah, awesome. The bots have gotten to us.
Yeah.
Fergie's prostate with one via.
They're almost gone. There's only 36 left.
Maddie's so
They
happy.
probably started with 36.
Wow, I have not seen this. I'll have to deal with this later.
Wow.
Okay. We are not on this website. You only can get your merch through Edmonton Sports Talk or our sites that eventually come up through the Hive.
What
Just
site
a heads
is
up.
this?
I'm not giving them. I'm not giving them out there. They get no attention.
Yeah,
I don't need people
what the
going
hell?
buy knockoff EST stuff.
What the hell? That's weird. Fergie's prostate, Paris Jewelers inbox 780-218-9999 says, it's nice to see the lads are showing respect to Jasmine with no hats on. Very classy, gentlemen. Fergie's prostate. What year is this, Fergie?
He was mad at Michael Dash and I yesterday because we had hats on. He's like, you don't wear a hat indoors, especially with the lady around. Yesterday,
Their
I didn't
hair
feel
looks
like
great.
yesterday I didn't feel like doing my hair. Today I felt like doing my hair.
Very nice.
Deal with it, Fergie.
Yeah, deal with it, Fergie.
It has nothing to do with who I'm around.
Well, yeah.
What?
I don't know. I was here yesterday and today, so it ain't me.
Are you? Is today better or worse than yesterday or the same?
Well,
Because of the hats.
Well, I did criticize your outfit yesterday with the Elks shirt, so today's better.
I wasn't allowed to wear
caught-
Elks apparently because they're not,
They're not
in
in
the
the
playoffs.
playoffs. I was talking about etiquette, and the boys also agreed with me.
That's
Well,
the
yeah, actually,
thing?
let's ask you. So if it's off season, and but full disclosure, if you do, it's fine. I don't care. So don't come at me. Some people are like, wear whatever you want, Maddie. I'm just like, okay.
You can never please everybody.
I know,
as
right?
you're learning.
I'm just on the hangout. You want to know my opinion?
You're hanging out.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm just hanging out. I'm hanging out. Okay.
Yes.
So I was saying, like, on off season, I personally don't wear my Oilers stuff. I wear a hat, like the only thing else I wear,
Yeah.
a hat, especially when I travel. But other than that, I take it on like hockey season. But let's just hypothetically say, like, if my team wasn't in the playoffs, same with like NFL or something, like I'm not gonna wear my jersey.
No,
Or my
jersey for sure.
Yeah,
no.
I mean t-shirts,
That's a bit silly.
hoodies, whatever. But if I'm not gonna say the Oilers, because goddamn, I'm not gonna say the Oilers. But I'm just saying if like the Elks were not in the playoffs, I'm not gonna be wearing my Elks.
I'm not a bandwagon fan for my teams.
Bingo.
I will say, the true fans support their teams
through and through.
in the tough times and in the good times. And
I
if you're
know
not in the
bandwagon.
playoffs, well, just because they're in the playoffs doesn't mean I'm going to throw away support. I'll still wear Manchester United stuff
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
and all that.
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm going to defend. I've never heard that
thought
personally
about
either.
that. Yeah.
Well,
Like I wear an Arizona Diamondbacks hat. They didn't make it. I'll wear my Cardinals gear, although it is football season. They're playing terrible last weekend, awful. But
But you
no,
wear
I've
it in
never-
in February,
Yeah.
or January.
yeah.
Even if
Yeah, I've
they're not
never
in
really
playoffs.
thought of it like that,
I don't-
Jasmine.
I don't
didn't
agree
know
with
there
that
was
one
a
at
code
all.
of conduct
I
with
think
that stuff.
that's what makes me more of a not a bandwagon. It's because like I'm so like emotionally tied to this shirt.
No, it makes you more of a bandwagon because it's like the moment they're not good, I'm throwing them away, and I
Yeah.
can't be seen in
not
that.
true.
They
I
don't
can't
deserve.
be. How dare I be seen in this Elks gear when they're not a
No,
playoff team?
I don't wear my NFL. I don't wear my NFL gear
Yeah.
if it's off season.
Really?
Yeah.
My team's not in the Super Bowl. They don't get my support.
That's a
That's
bit.
you.
That's
Super Bowl.
snooty.
you.
Super Bowl, you're allowed to wear whatever jersey
Totally
you wish.
snooty.
It's not snooty.
I think it's
Is that
snooty.
right?
That's
Come
a
on,
snooty
my
fan.
goodness.
My team has to be in
Look
the
what you've
playoffs,
started.
or I won't support them. I won't show my support for
I
them
don't think
and
it's
my
the
love for
support
them.
thing. I think it's more so like they didn't make it, they don't deserve it.
Yes, that's I'm going to
That's like
support them
benching dry. It's the same concept.
Also, it's clothes. I purchased clothes. Why can't I just wear my clothes?
Yeah, that's a good point too.
They're just
Yeah.
clothes.
I bought them. I went out. I paid for this. I want to wear it today.
Very good point.
But it's like, oh no. Okay, let me check the Jasmine calendar here. Okay, let's go through the steps. Are they playing right now? Yes. Are they in the playoffs? No. Crap.
Can't wear it.
Can't wear this one today. Next one. Okay, the Jasmine quiz. Like,
Yo, I can't believe you're not rocking your Yankees gear.
complicated.
Like,
I haven't worn like Yankees gear all year. I'm gonna jinx it now.
yeah, well, they're playing well.
I'm not jinxing
Yeah.
anything.
My cousins were at that game last night. They said it was unreal.
Looked awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect
the
night for-
fans looked great.
Postseason baseball.
Yeah, the weather looked nice, and like the Jets weather.
The right team won. The underdogs are scrapping this together. You know, they don't even have the highest payroll in their own city, the New York Yankees. And they're finding a way to get this done. So I'm very proud of them. Although I think the Guardians have like 4 Canadians on their team.
Do they? I don't know.
They have the local
Soroka.
kid. What's his name? I'm gonna be upset that I can't because he struck out. Who was it? Soto, a couple nights ago. Eric Sadowski, is it?
Oh,
He's the local
is he from
kid.
St. Albert?
Yeah. But I think they have like 4
That's cool.
players on their team. I think I heard that on their roster. Like watching the game on Monday because like the announcer's like, also just it's Canadian Thanksgiving today, and it was like
Excellent.
they
Yes,
were
it
very
was.
excited about that.
Kevin Kurz from The Athletic covering the Flyers was with obviously the team on the road trip, and he goes, "Man, Canadian Thanksgiving sucks." And I'm like, Kev, it's a lot different than American Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's much more subdued. You just hang out with family. It's not like everybody's flying around and giving gifts, and
Yeah,
it's not wild like.
and like
American
we have like a plethora of games going on for
Yeah.
NFL. Or,
We're busy.
Yeah.
We're busy.
It's more so family and food.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It's kind of like a calm.
But yeah, you can't compare American Thanksgiving. That's another level.
That's nutso.
They
Which
have,
we
like,
should try to do.
American Thanksgiving?
I would love to try to like us go all in on Canadian Thanksgiving. Like,
Sure.
fully make it a bigger thing.
Fireworks.
Like to me, well, it's what do you mean? Like
Matching pajamas.
I'm glad. And
Family
No,
photos.
actually, before I go on this, Eric Zabrowski, he's from Edmonton. He's on the
That's- yeah.
Guardians.
Yeah.
There's 4 Canadians on the Guardians roster. There's Cade Smith is on the roster. Josh and Bo Naylor are both brothers, both also on the Guardians roster. And then
Cool.
Eric Zabrowski, reliever, who's been doing really well this season, coming in relief for the Guardians. Like I said, like a local kid goes to Yankee Stadium a couple nights ago, gets called into a game and strikes out Juan Soto.
It's no Remax Field, but
That's a pretty cool story
Yeah, I
right
know.
there.
I know. That is
but-
awesome.
So the CFL does a little bit of a game where they had the Owls, and typically the Owls do play a Thanksgiving home
It was
game.
Thanksgiving weekend game, yeah.
Give me more NHL games on the Thanksgiving Monday throughout the day. Like
Yeah, for Canadians,
that'd
be the equivalent.
we do it on the
Okay.
back end,
Yeah.
but Thursday it's all day NFL. They've got 3 full NFL games. Friday is loaded with college football, and they've started to add last year the NFL game. I don't know if that game's coming back this year. Then it's the weekend, and you got Black Friday sales and all that. Let's really load up the Monday with sports. Just
I'm
load it up.
down. Yeah.
Load
I
it
don't
up.
want to work on the Monday.
Yeah.
That was my day off
Oh,
the
then
last
you're
3 weeks.
Okay, yeah, you got a fair point.
Yeah, well, Americans, their reporters all have to work on those days too, and it's
called good problems.
NBA reporters have to work on Christmas Day. Their
Yeah.
teams play.
Yeah.
Sucks for them.
Absolutely, but I think for fans, the idea that like you could sit there on the Monday and just throw on your TV and watch like Canadian teams just constantly playing. I would love to dive fully into that as Canadians.
Yeah, I mean, they also like celebrate their Christmas and holidays beforehand, and then they bring their families to these games, which are like the hottest ticket in town, right? So I don't think it's that bad working.
You feel left out. Like I remember there was always a Boxing Day game for a while, and we'd always have to fly out, and it sucked. And it'd be Christmas Day.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd want to, you want to get pedal to the metal and with the family, and you couldn't because it's like, oh, we got to fly tomorrow to Calgary.
Actually, That's so true because it's not necessarily just your own family, but like during the holidays, it's like multiple different parties, different
yeah.
dinners. Like you want to see your friends and family, want to attend, Friendsgiving or whatever it is too. And
Friendsgiving.
so I can understand where it's not just your immediate family that you're just.
Oh, it's awful.
Yeah.
And once, like, if you break it down, the Christmas Day games, the Thanksgiving games, all that, I'll take the teams out of that. There's the staff of the arenas that all have to be there. The ushers, all of those
That's
people, they
right.
have
All
to be
of
there.
those
Like, there's a lot of working that goes on to that.
Yep.
So that part does, like,
It
do we
disrupts.
fully need that? But the business is now just there. And the NHL needs to find its day. The NBA actually I shouldn't have said. The NBA lost its day.
I know, and I was just gonna ask you. I don't like that overlap of NFL. NFL is a monster.
Yeah.
It just took over.
They just took Christmas
hype.
Day, and the NBA,
Yeah.
as big as it is,
It's so
they can only
rude.
shrug their shoulders and go, okay.
Yeah, all right.
We can't do anything
Shoot.
about this.
I didn't like that.
The NFL now finally going, nah, Christmas Day, it's ours.
Yeah,
We'll take that.
We'll take that. Thank you.
But they're just such
You
a
know,
beast. I do love the Christmas Day NBA, though. But I won't watch it anymore.
Too. It's like,
I'll watch the NFL.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I mean. You're just like now. You're like you have to be doing the channel flip. Like, what's a better?
I
game?
like
You
just-
can't just chill.
I get that, but you have to be active with the channel flip. I like just putting it on and parking it. And it's there for you.
Yeah,
you
but
know what I
That's
mean?
Christmas Day for me.
Yeah.
I will not flip much on Christmas Day
Yeah.
because you're with the family and all
Yeah.
that. I might, there's a commercial at one point, like, hey, what's going on in the
Yeah,
other game?
yeah.
Take a look.
Sure.
But for the most part, whatever game goes on, that's what we're watching.
So
Yeah.
what are you doing then? The NBA or the NFL?
NFL.
More
for
often
sure.
than now that they're together, more often than not it'll be NFL.
Depends on matchup, right?
But it'll also depend fully on the match.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if they're gonna give us, I don't know, Browns versus Jaguars right now, like it's gonna be like, what's happening in the NBA? Oh, we've got Warriors taking on the Celtics. Yeah, I'm gonna want to watch Celtics Warriors,
point.
type thing.
Yeah.
So, but in the end, the NFL does a good job of scheduling generally pretty good games. So I'll watch the NFL will come first because I like football more than basketball.
Yeah.
And also it's closer to the playoffs.
Yeah, legit.
So like if there's going to be some sort of playoff race we're watching.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's funny how Jacksonville is playing 2 games in London, and I guess they had correct me if I'm wrong, they had requested that they wanted to do that.
Yeah.
And the NFL was like, yeah, sure, because you suck. Nobody wants to watch you
Yeah.
in the middle of the night.
And I think their owner is from there.
Well, Shad
Oh, is that
Khan,
right?
Shad Khan, yeah.
Okay.
he owns a soccer team out there. Is it West Ham? He owns someone out in England.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of talk of like if there was a team to move there, he
The
wants
Jags.
that team type thing. But I think they're also doing some renovations to their stadium.
Okay.
I think.
Oh,
Okay.
And so like it helped them to get some of those renovations done this year if they're not playing all their games. With actually, this is Hangout
And they
Headlines
suck.
brought to you by the Ranch Golf and Country Club. Premier
they
conditions,
suck.
top-notch service, unmatched value. Book your tee time,
I
theranchgolf.com.
was like, yeah, sure.
But they weren't supposed to suck. I will say that.
yeah, no doubt.
The thing though is, did you guys see the Rays with their Tropicana field?
I was just
Yeah.
gonna ask you actually, like, what's up with that? What's up with Tampa Bay? Like, where are they gonna play in?
Montreal. I'm just kidding. That's a great question. I did they give an estimate as to how long it's going to take to fix that?
I saw a thing yesterday saying it's going to cost 9 figures to fix that roof.
Oh, and that stadium is a dump.
And they're already building a new stadium, or they're going to be
Yeah.
starting the process of building a new stadium. So you're not dumping in money
Into
into
the-
Tropicana Field to play there.
Unless it's an insurance thing and it covers the cost.
That's true.
yeah.
The thing, one person I saw on Twitter, like take that for what it is, did throw the Yankees facility in Tampa's George Steinbrenner Field. Mm-hmm. It's like 11,000. You've got the A's heading to Sacramento for a couple of years.
Yeah,
Does Tampa just move there and go to the Yankees? Like, hey, we're going to use your facility for,
yeah,
They might be able to.
yeah.
and
why not?
we're going to use this until we get the new stadium or something. And you had the Jays playing Buffalo for the COVID season.
Yep.
Coyotes too.
And yeah.
Yeah.
So like, and 11,000's not. I don't know. Did the A's ever actually, or did the Rays
Rays?
ever
Yeah,
actually
the
really
Rays.
like? That's as good as that team has been. I'm not knocking the team.
The new facility.
They don't do well in terms of attendance too often. So how big of a drop off is it going to be for the Rays?
Is the new facility going to be for both the Rays and the Lightning?
No,
Because they would need their own.
you can't do. But they tried. Didn't the Lightning play?
The Lightning did play
Play
at
there.
Tropicana
Yeah.
Field briefly. Yeah.
But no,
It was
they're
bizarre.
They'll be separate. The Rays averaged 12,005 this year, or
So-
16,005. Sorry.
Yeah.
So they'd lose, 4,000 fans for the games, but they also can't keep the stadium open because of drainage. Right. They don't have drainage facility at Tropicana, obviously.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of spring training facilities around there. That's right in that. I remember going to, I think it was Tigers versus, I can't remember what team. Maybe it was Cleveland. Grapefruit League. But it was only like a 5,000 seat stadium. But yeah, if George Steinbrenner Field is 11, maybe they can work out a deal with. Although you do have your single A teams playing out of there too. Because that is an active facility year round. Yeah, because my buddy worked for the Yankees, and that's where he was based out of. He was a strength.
You had a buddy that worked for the Yankees, and I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Mike Kissia. He helped rehab A-Rod when he had his back issue.
Cool.
Damn.
Yeah, Mike's back here now, but
what do they have? They got a team that plays in minor league baseball, single A. You've got a team that plays in, I don't even know, Gulf Coast League.
I'm sure they.
I think it could work. I think in the end, if the Rays come to the Yankees and the Yankees go pay us something, they can make it all work.
Yeah, that's fair.
They can make all of that work.
And then I don't think you're going to any AAA parks because you disrupt your AAA teams. Like, what did the Buffalo Bisons do when the Jays were in Buffalo that one year?
That's a great question.
I can't remember.
I'm gonna say they probably still played there.
They found a way to work.
I'm guessing.
Work around.
Well, because like in the end, you just have to have one team could be home, one team could be away at any given moment, and it's not like you need to like. I think in that time, because that was the Jays affiliate, right?
Still.
So they could like you don't have to worry about any logoing or stuff like that. You could just make it all Jays or something. If it stays up, it stays up. This one would be a little different. So I need a Buffalo Bison's seasons list of seasons. No, I don't want that. What was it? Where's Wikipedia? Give me this one.
And that Salem Field in Buffalo, I've gone to a game there, or a couple. It was okay. Like, I think it's a little bit bigger than Remax Field. They obviously kept it up to speed a little bit more because it's been a AAA park forever. And then the Jays pumped a whole bunch of money into it, probably juiced it up. They had to fix, like, the lighting. Are you okay over there?
Yeah, sorry. There's my ID card's like jabbing into me.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's gonna be too hard to look on the fly, so
All right.
I'll just leave that. Somebody might be able to text it.
I'm sure they could find them a home, but yeah, it was crazy to see the roof tear off. Awful facility, apparently. I never saw a game at Tropicana Field, but by all accounts, is not great. And yes, the Tampa Bay Lightning did play games there. Yeah, that sucks, man. But it's crazy those storms, like.
Yeah, actually, so that's what I was gonna say. I've been living under a rock the last week. Are they done? Is the storms over now, or is it still?
I think
ongoing?
so. It's just
but they're still in hurricane season.
Yeah. Hey.
Nothing's forecasted. I don't believe at the moment.
I wonder. All I know is the video is just terrifying when you see like a gator or something in the water or shark.
Oh yeah.
They don't want to see gators.
Yeah, there's like all these like little storm ponds in and around Miami, and it's like do not go into pond, alligators, and maybe in there. And it's like okay,
terrifying.
I don't think I could ever golf in the Florida area.
You just wave this
club at them. No, I'm not gonna be one of those people. No,
not everyone turns into Chubbs Patterson.
Yeah,
I don't trust it.
Yeah,
I'll be the one that does.
Yeah.
The nasty chat's buzzing today. Reed actually has a question, guys. He's asking
Reed Wilkins.
The one and only Reed Wilkins.
I know that guy.
Great show, by the way. I love his show with Jay. It's really good, and his off-topic topic, my favorite part.
He had an interesting one yesterday.
Yeah, the couch thing. Are we allowed to take it, or is Reed going to
We can talk about it a little more.
Talk about it.
Well, but you could get to his question.
Okay, we'll get to his question, then we'll go back.
Hi, Reed.
I think that
He's asking, was the goalie interference on the Leon OT? Was there goalie interference on the Leon OT winner? I don't think so.
Oh, he's very spicy right now.
Is he trying to like create a little spice here?
Sprinkle. I'm trying to think. Where would there have been goalie interference? When McDavid went in on the breakaway?
Here we go. I'm just watching the goal right now.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Reed?
So
is he being? I think he's
that,
being,
or it's like maybe because of the goaltender interference calls we saw yesterday.
Yeah,
like, what
I
is
know.
the standard? So no, nothing there. The puck goes there. Yeah, no, he's being completely facetious because there's
facetious.
absolutely nothing that would even come.
He's been very animated in the press box the last couple of games with all the goalie interference stuff. And I haven't seen Reed get that fired up in a long time. I enjoy it, honestly. It kind of poked the bear a bit to get him going even more.
Good.
Well done, Reed.
That's what you need, emotions around here.
Do we want to get to the off-topic topic?
Yeah, what
or
was the off-topic
do we want to get
topic?
to goalie interference first?
I don't want to talk about goalie.
Okay,
interference.
perfect, because I don't want to get into trouble
Yeah.
today.
Oh.
So the off-topic topic was from Reed yesterday, which is presented by William Huff. So Reed says he's got a chair in his house. Like, do you guys have like that chair that you sit in your house, like the one spot that's yours?
No.
And I'm kind of with you.
Yeah.
I have one of my couches. I could sit on like there's like it's like normal couch. I could sit on any of the 3 spots, and I generally do. I don't sit usually on the other couch. It's just that one couch, but I don't have like the one spot's mine. But then also like he has it where if people come over, he points out and goes, "That's my spot."
Yeah, like off the bat.
Have a spot, but like feel free to sit anywhere else. But like that has to be his
my
spot.
Yeah.
And this was before the show, and I'm having a conversation with him. I was like, I don't have one of those, but like also like I was like, if I came over and I just sat in your spot, what would you do? And he's like, I won't kick you out, but I would think you're being rude. Because he's like, you should ask. And I was like, but I feel like that's...
But you wouldn't know.
That's reverse. What
That
else
is
is
so
like...
passive aggressive.
Well, because... And then Jay... Because then I had to ask Jay, because I was like, for me, if I invite you 2 over, you guys are my guests, sit where you feel comfortable.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was going to say.
Like, please,
Yeah.
be comfortable. And if
Yeah.
if you sit in the spot, I generally like to sit around. Cool. You're my guest. Please be comfortable. I will find a
Have
different
at it.
spot.
Yeah.
And Reed's like, no, that's not for him. And then I
That's
asked Jay,
wild,
I'm like,
right?
what would you like? Do you have a spot? And Jay's like, yes, I have a couch. I was like, but would you be upset if I came over and I sat in it? And he'd be like, no, you're my guest.
Yeah, you're my guest. Please sit wherever you wish.
I looked at Reed before the show. I'm like, for once, I'm the normal one here. Like, I know you're the weird one for once at EST,
Yeah.
and I'm the normal one in this conversation.
Yeah, because he always says everything's weird. That is the weird part with Reed, right?
He's very particular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you though? Are you like? Would you also be like, yo, wherever you want to sit?
Of course.
Right?
I don't care where anyone, like,
Do you have a spot like
No.
normally? Like Maddie said, he shifts his spots.
yeah, I don't. It just depends how I want to sit or if I want to lay down. Like, if
Yeah,
I want,
same.
I've got one of those, like, most people have that extended side.
Yeah, like the L.
Yeah, and if I want to just like put my feet up, I'll sit
Mm-hmm.
on that side. If I want to just sit normal, I'll go to the other side. If I want to lay down, I can go to either side. Like, it's very versatile. And then if I want to sit in my office, I have a couch in there. I can sit and watch games there, lay down, whatever. And then actually in my guest room, I didn't put a full-size bed in. I put a futon. And sometimes I go in there and like take phone calls, and I like to sit on that one too. Like, I'm very comfortable. Like, that's what I love about my place. You can hide in my place. There's enough room to hide, and I made sure that there was a good seating option available in all those rooms.
Yeah, like
And
yeah,
I don't care who sits there.
You're utilizing your space.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I also have a spot, but it is like that L sectional. Like I like that one spot. It's my spot. But if anybody else sits there, I got no problem.
No.
Yeah,
Because I'm usually-
once you're a guest, it's different.
Yeah, because when you're hosting, you're like, personally, I am up. Like, I'm up. I'm serving,
Doing stuff,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm serving, making sure you guys are
Hosting.
have drinks, your food with you, blah 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 blah. Right?
But even if it wasn't that level, like if it was just, hey, I'm making you guys watch the Yankees game today. Come on over.
But I'm sitting.
And we're gonna all
That's
sit here.
my
But I'm not gonna
seat.
like if you sit in one spot, I'm not gonna just look at you and be like, that's my spot.
Yeah, I'm like a
This is good.
stew.
That's Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be that.
No.
Like, that's my spot. No. Northside Sandwich says, once you have a family, we all have a spot. Single men have no need for a spot. I get that if like, okay, the idea that Tommy and I don't have spots.
Right.
But now to Northside Sandwich, if you have family come over, is that spot yours? Or could family and the guests that you've welcomed in your home sit there? Or will you tell them ahead of time, that's my spot? Feel free to sit anywhere else, but
Yeah.
not my spot.
Yeah.
Jay's texted me. Okay, I haven't read this. So.
Okay.
I even took it to the next level and said I would prefer if someone sat in my throne so they would get to experience the awesomeness of my seat.
I like that.
I agree with
I
that.
agree with that
fantastic.
so much.
If it's such a good
Best seat
spot,
in the
I would want
house.
my
Yeah.
I guess preferred guest, if you will, but any of my guests to be like, hey, this is a great
preferred
spot.
guest.
Enjoy
This
it.
is a wonderful seat. Well, not
Yeah.
everyone gets to sit in it. So if you're letting that one person go, like you're kind of playing a little favorites, but
So when I go to other people's homes, I don't know, all my friends usually have like the massive sectionals.
Mm-hmm.
I want that corner seat, but I ask Because I know
That's fine.
to me it's the best seat in the house. So I asked.
Do you ask the host, can you sit there?
Yeah.
Or do you ask everyone like, hey, is it okay if I sit
No,
here?
screw everybody else.
Yeah.
I asked the host.
Good call.
Yeah.
See, and I wouldn't even think of asking somebody like, can I sit
I'd just
here?
take it.
If there's a chairs there, like I've been
just
welcome in
take
your
it.
home. I'm assuming I could sit.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna let me sit, why'd you invite me to your house?
Legit. But it's funny how our brains they work, right? When you're in that environment. Like
Yeah.
how to this is how your evening is gonna begin and how to go about it.
Oh, Northside Sandwiches does add, no, you have to let them sit wherever they want. I'm not crazy. LOL.
Lish,
Reed.
that's funny. Lish says, guys, you definitely have spots. My 2-year-old will tell me to move if I'm not sitting in my chair. Oh,
My dad is big spot guy though.
some people are.
But he doesn't tell like the guests or anything, but that's his we all kind of move
Actually,
out of the way if that's the thing.
I will say that there is one spot time I do get, but like that's my spot.
When?
It's in this room usually.
Oh, I do that now.
I like this spot.
I like taking the far, I guess if you're watching on screen, the far left spot. So either the one next to me right now, or the one I'm sitting in.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also because the far one, the one next to me, this one looks the worst on camera.
It does.
It's got the worst angle.
I feel like that would
And
yeah.
I will take that like I don't need guests to sit here and like at times it hasn't looked flattering.
Right.
So I'll take that spot.
Okay.
That's why I always am like, that's my spot. Because it's like, I'll take the hit.
That's why
And then
said
I don't know,
the
I just feel like
camera-
I'm stuck here because these are now my spots for it.
Okay.
And that I think it obviously has to do with camera positioning. And I said, because we have it on a tripod and we've kind of always had it that way. But I said to Maddie at one point, I'm like, well, let's get like some arms, and then you could like put an arm against the wall and like move it around, something like that. That's for the next phase of EST. And then even in the studio, like I think there's some options with those cameras, but that's for another day.
Okay. Yeah, you really don't care about the spot in here. I'm thinking like I'm that person though when it comes to here because I know I'm gonna be like on video, so I want obviously I want to look good.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm not sat at those two chairs yet. I'm scared. Yesterday, Dash and Michael were like, "Where do you want to sit?" And I quickly was like, "I'm good, but if you want this seat, it's fine."
Yeah, this is the only time I've ever come in, but like, that's my spot. Yeah. This room. Fergie, I'm not reading your text.
Oh,
Tommy can read it if you want, but I'm not reading the
Is it
text
funny?
on air. No chance.
Fergie, are you drinking already?
What's going on with you today?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
we're not reading that one on air.
No.
If I can't swear, we can't say that.
Yeah. Fergie.
I have a spot when no one is visiting, since it is a spot that works best for having my laptop out while watching a game. If people are visiting, I sit wherever. What is this? Whatever you do, don't sit in the single guy's computer chair. And I'm not gonna add that. It's their computer chair. It's their computer chair.
I know where they're going with that.
The Read Off Topic presented by William Huff. It is a lot of fun. The Read Wilkins Show with Jay
Great.
Milne, 3 to 6 here on Edmonton Sports Talk. As Reed said, sometimes depending on the day and stuff, it doesn't fully go, but he felt like yesterday's was going to get going. And I think we got a little bit of glimpse into the mind
Sure.
of Reed Wilkins. And to Jay, like the fact that he wants people to know, Jay, that's why Jay is glue guy.
Yeah, Jay's glue guy. He does
That
stuff
I would
like
fully
that.
expect. Like I would feel like almost if I went to Jay's house and I sat in his quote unquote throne, I'm like, this is very comfortable. He'd buy it for me.
Yeah.
Deliver it to my house. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, heard you like
Want
the chair.
one?
Here, have it.
Yeah. Speaking
That's
of that,
full glue guy right
yeah,
there.
I bought a new couch last year for my new place, and I already want a bigger one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like why like bigger in what way? Like
You know that L part, the
Yeah.
one I want it to be like I still have like 2.5 feet of room before it gets to my balcony door, and I'm like I should utilize that better. So I think maybe
Two
next.
L's, maybe? Like
Well, it's not the biggest living room to be honest, but there is room there for more and like I think I could get a bigger couch. I should have measured that out better.
or an end table? Do you have a coffee
No,
table?
I do. I have a coffee table. I do not want an end
Then you
table.
don't need an end table.
Yeah, no. And my mom's like, you need a chaise lounge chair, and I'm like, no. It's just a couch, a nice big one, can seat 4 or 5 people, and we're good.
Yeah, if you host a lot, then maybe
I do
get it
not. I do not host
only
at all.
for maybe one other person.
Yeah.
Maddie got the jokes yesterday.
That is
Tommy,
correct.
sorry.
I don't think that's a joke for Tommy.
No, it's very.
Where's the joke here?
Yeah, I thought you were like taking a shot at me.
Dash did ask you, Jasmine, how the boys' sock game
Yeah,
was
I was
today.
gonna ask you. Your shoes are nice today too.
I got to clean them.
Oh, those
New
are
Stan Smith,
nice.
so I got
Those are-
Roosters or whatever.
Roosters, yeah. I was gonna say the other word, but I won't.
Black socks.
Okay, just
It's
Black socks.
no. The Stan Smiths were on sale. They're never on sale, and I bought them a couple weeks ago.
no, very
They were
nice.
$72.
Very,
Those things are never on sale for $72.
yeah.
It's $130.
So I think I got the same sale as you.
Yeah?
because I got those
On their
too.
website?
I was I think on Adidas.
Yeah, Adidas
Yeah.
website.
Yeah.
I just happened to go on their site for some reason when they announced
Same.
and it was there. I was like, "This, I have to buy this."
Me too. I need a new fresh white kit.
Yeah, and so yeah, they need a clean here in
Oh.
the front.
You already got them. dirty,
Use-
eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Mr.
do matchies
Clean.
one day.
Magic erasers.
Yeah, those magic erasers. Are
No,
great.
I gotta give them a good wipe, but
Very nice. Those green ones, I had them in my cart too, with the back of the green, because that's in Stylify. But then I ended up getting gold.
oh, you went with the gold.
Yeah.
I was because there was a few colors, but they all ranged in the prices and stuff. But these are like the original
great
Stan Smiths
discount.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
And
are
they
the
look nice.
like they're like it's Vans old school or they're classics. Adidas Stan Smiths are they're big ones.
Yeah. He's a tennis player.
Well,
Yes.
they also
Yeah.
then just made these beautiful shoes. They're nice and
Okay,
light.
I want to do matchy one day.
Yeah, get the Mr.
matchy
Yeah,
whites.
I'll ask you if you're gonna.
I'm generally gonna wear these.
majority of the time. We'll
Although
sync
I
up
have those
one
red
day.
Vans as
Yeah.
well, but like with the whites, I could wear any of my socks. with them.
Yeah. No, I'm
That's
saying
the
it's
thing.
a good shoe game.
That's why I
You
like
see
whites
that?
is because I like wearing very colorful socks, and I don't think they work. Like you can't just wear any shoes with them. I need
Terrific.
black or white.
And his
Yeah.
hair looks good. His shoe game good. Edmonton Fashion Talk. See that works. Okay.
What are you? You've got like a leather on leather.
What do you mean it
thing
works?
going.
Oh yeah, this. I'm just saying, talking about it. It helps. Like I want to encourage everybody to dress up, feel good.
Yeah.
This okay. So I'm wearing okay. It's in style. It's like
I'm
burgundy.
not saying it's not.
It's just it's a little maybe unflattering on camera sitting
no,
down,
it's
but-
just the leather and the leather.
Oh.
And it's like
that
it makes the
this-
noise. Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Must be annoying, eh?
No, it's fine.
But yes, I'm wearing a burgundy, leathery, pleathery skirt, and it is very comfortable, and it's lined on the inside, so it's warm as well.
Oh,
It's warm in here today.
it is warm.
And yesterday was perfect.
It was not. Yesterday was cool.
Yeah, and
One day I'll figure out the
there's four of
temperature of
us
this
in here. It
office.
was great.
One day I'll figure it out.
It's weird.
Portions of this hour brought to you by the High Product Marketing, official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk, promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out,
Your vest is
highproductmarketing.com. They do not supply knockoffs merch. If you want official EST merch, you got to come
Dope.
through Edmonton Sports Talk. New store coming up this month, so stay tuned for that. The Hive, also the official merch partner of Whale and the Wolf. We're taking part in GEDFest this Saturday, October 19th, Midway Music Hall. Proceeds of the sale go to the Ben Stelter Foundation and the Alberta Cancer Foundation. This is a series that is to honor the legacy of the great former frontman of the tragically hip Gord Downey. It's been held in Calgary. It's coming up to here in Edmonton. Whale and the Wolf playing on Saturday, as well as the premier Edmonton's premier tragically hip tribute band, Hypnotical. You can get your tickets at gedfest.ca. I also have a pair of tickets to give away right now.
nice.
Nice.
If you want to go see Whale and the Wolf this Saturday at Midway, do we want to do trivia or do we want to just make it easy for today?
Make it easy.
Okay, text us Whale and the Wolf. Whale and the Wolf, 780-218-9999. You'll go into a draw for a pair of tickets to go see them this Saturday, GEDFest, Midway Music Hall. You can go catch them out, Hypnotical. Or if you don't win, gedfest.ca is where you can get tickets. But yeah, again, this Saturday, Midway Music Hall. If you can get there, if you want to go see the boys, if you've never seen the boys, highly recommend it. Text us right now, Whale and the Wolf, to 780-218-9999. You'll go into a draw for a pair of tickets to see them this Saturday.
Someone said that there's 3 websites selling knockoff EST merch.
Well, so VR, I know in the
That's
nasty
crazy.
chat said that this was brought up a few months ago. I did get an email from someone a few months ago where it was mentioned, but every time I got sent 2 links, I clicked them and there was nothing there.
Oh.
And I went through the site and I couldn't find anything for us.
Weird.
So
Is it like a bot generated thing? Ad?
I would love to know. Is it
Weird.
because there's like so much hits on our sites?
Yep.
That it's like,
And sold
they're
out?
popular. We got to go.
Yeah.
Like maybe because that'd make me feel good.
It's a cool logo too.
Or do they just scour the internet and take any picture and just throw them up and I go, we're not special. I want to be special.
You are special.
Well, there's
You
that.
are
I want
special.
Edmonton Sports Talk to be special.
It is special. We have a great thing here.
Well, I want to be like special enough that people are like really trying to knock off us.
You could say some are.
But psh.
Andrea texting in via the Paris Jewelers inbox. Oh no, I lost it. It says, Jasmine, you look great. I love the skirt.
Oh, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Andrea is great.
I know. She's the best.
Right.
So yesterday we had a little bit of a topic about Montreal.
Yes.
I was gonna ask, what would you do to Tommy? Because something came up. That person.
Oh, there's added?
Yeah. So now that person might end up taking the ticket. Now I'm like, no.
Oh, you can't go that far.
How am I
So-
involved in this?
That person
Yeah,
wants to
opinion.
jump back in now
So Jasmine's going to Montreal with
Excellent.
tonight.
Great town.
Yeah. I'm going at like 1 a.m. today.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
with a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
Mix of guys and girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a Habs game tomorrow against
LA.
the Kings.
Yeah.
The guys were going to there. The girls are going out partying, bottle service, whole 9 yards, decked out,
fantastic.
dressed
Yeah.
to the nines, all of that. One of the guys dropped out for the hockey. Like he wasn't going, or he just didn't want to go
He
anymore.
wants to come in on the weekend and not fly in today.
Okay. So they had an extra ticket and they just naturally like, well, Jasmine will come. She likes hockey. But Jasmine's like, well, I wasn't invited initially to go
When
to
I
a hockey
asked,
game.
they were like, "No girls allowed." Yeah.
And then 2, she was excited to go with the girls. So
Yeah,
she was
I
like,
was.
what do I do?
Go to the game. Have you been to a game there?
No, I've seen
It's
Adele
amazing.
there. I've seen Adele there.
No,
but I
that's
haven't.
different. And that's cool that you saw Adele there.
Yeah, I
but
know, right?
a game
Yeah.
at Bell Center in Montreal is, I call it the cathedral of hockey.
Okay.
They do it like you get in there and you're like, this is just like pure hockey. It feels like the birthplace of hockey, the
Wow.
tradition. We have it pretty good here, but this takes it another level or two in Montreal. Like they do it right. That is something that I would always recommend to any fan of the game, regardless of what your team is to experience a hockey game in Montreal. Saturday night is the best, but
Thursday
any
night.
night
Yeah.
is just fine. I would say go to the game and then tag up with the girls for the bottle service.
Okay, thank you. Well, the guys were straight up like, just leave, like after second period. Or
See,
it is
I
so well
said,
done.
go to the game, catch the start, leave after 1.
yeah.
You don't need it. You don't need
Can I
the
just tell you
second and
that?
third period. Head to the bottle service with
Yeah,
the girls.
'cause
Yeah,
It's
you
a-
could do that, but
the thing is, it's a supper club, so it's like it has like some shows start at 8.
oh yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll miss the shows, but then it'll turn into like the bottle service part.
Right.
So I can catch that, but like, I mean, how many times do I have to go to bottle service, right?
Right. I would, me being me, just a dork for sports, I would stick it out at the game because it really is to me, as just a fan of hockey, like if you can make a pilgrimage to Montreal to see a game, blows a lot of other experience. Toronto's
Against LA, you think the game will be good?
doesn't matter who they're playing. Like it's just such a neat hockey experience.
Okay.
You see everyone coming in off St. Catherine Street, and you're right in the thick of Montreal. It is just it's something else. Toronto sucks compared to it. It's very different from what we get here.
Okay.
Vegas has created its own type of thing. Chicago has created its own type of thing, and Montreal is kind of like, to me, the home of hockey.
Okay.
And so
think you
I
sold me now.
highly recommend. That's why I call it the cathedral of hockey.
And so there was a 2-parter yesterday as well as to what to wear, because I'm not going to wear my Oilers jersey. Joelle messaged
Do not
me.
wear your Oilers
She's like,
jersey.
don't do that. Don't. Yeah,
No,
so I
don't.
won't. I'll just wear, can I wear my Oilers hat though? Or will I still get in the fight?
I wouldn't even bother with Oilers stuff there. Like, not worth it. Don't be
The
that
boys
person.
are playing tomorrow against Nashville.
Don't be that person.
It's a hat. It's a black hat.
No, it's like the obnoxious Riders fans at like random NFL games wearing Riders gear. It's just like, oh, there's
Yeah, I guess it is kind of, when I think about it, it's a little. But the hat
There
isn't
they
a big
are.
deal, no? Like a black outfit
no,
with a hat? Okay.
no, just don't. Leave the Oilers alone in this one.
Dress to the nines.
But okay, yeah.
Yes, because that's what part of what makes it cool there is
Okay.
like, and it happens here too, but there it's a hockey game is an occasion. It's an event. It's elevated in terms of like the way it's looked at. Sometimes it's like that here, but most people here are just rocking their jerseys, which is more than okay. But yeah, it's
Yeah, I asked the
Dress
boys.
up.
I was like, "Yo, so would I look hilarious if I wear like a sexy outfit to the game and then go to the
Nope.
the supper club after?" Yeah.
Okay, Montreal is just a sexy outfit mecca.
Good.
Because like We have people who have style here, but listen, like
But
mostly
it ain't
it's
like
jeans
LA
and
or
stuff.
like New York kind of,
Oh,
where they
it's-
do dress up to games.
And
right?
Montreal
Yeah.
specifically, like especially at this time of year when it's getting colder, less skin is revealed, and people, I would say, dress elegantly.
Thank you. I got such good feedback yesterday and today. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go to that game too.
Do it. Dressed up.
Okay,
to
but
the
now
nines.
this guy might be coming.
I don't care.
That's
right
what you
now,
said.
I
He
can
thought,
deal with
well,
me.
Tell him to get lost.
Yeah, he will get lost.
Yeah. He gets
What?
to go to the supper club.
Yeah. No, we can stay at the hotel and drink. I don't care. I'm going. You hear me? I'm
Hell
going.
yeah.
Now, how
I
long are you
think
going to stay?
Leo, what?
How long are you going to stay?
Oh, I don't know.
You'll
Depends.
stay for the whole game.
Watch me stay for the whole game.
Well, you
It
will
goes
now.
Overtime.
It's a different hockey experience, and I just highly recommend it. I
Sure.
really do.
I'll go.
I love seeing hockey games there. There were times where we would be there for a couple of days, and the Habs would be playing, and we would just request media passes. I would just take them to go because I loved it. I
Okay.
love seeing hockey games there. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Get the hot dog.
And the Oilers better win so I can celebrate. Woo.
There you go. Just don't wear your Oilers stuff to that game.
No, I won't. I won't.
I think that's bad. That's
It's just-
bad sport etiquette.
I think you
Thank you
can't wear
for letting
sports
me know.
merch to a game that doesn't feature any of those teams.
Yeah, it
Thank
just
you.
seems so wrong.
It's just, it's
I
like
need
you're
an
at the wrong
NHL
team.
hat. If
You're-
you find one, let me know.
No, you just, this isn't your,
You know,
like,
just
that
dress
hat's
nice.
the only one I think you can get away with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like that's just if you're not
I
doing
still
your hair or something.
wouldn't, though.
Some people don't have a lot of hats or something, so it's not like you could mix it in. And,
Don't wear one.
Well, but even if you have a hat, like there is.
Get a Habs hat. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, but if you're not a Habs fan, why would you want a Habs hat?
No. Yeah. What the
Like that's the
hell?
Then
thing.
don't.
Or
Then
like
don't
if
wear
you're
one.
wearing like the Yankee hat is a fashion statement as much as it's
And
not
the
Yankees,
Yankees are in
right?
the
Like Jay-Z.
playoffs. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I see what you're
Well, but like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand where like the hat I would never question. If I saw someone, it'd be more the rest. If you're wearing an Oilers jersey to a Habs game,
agree.
taking on the
Don't.
LA
That's
Kings, I'd be like
bad.
that the Oilers are in Nashville. Why are you here?
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
That's where like the hat
love
is the
the
one.
Oilers.
The hat's
you're
the one I
snap
could
me out of
love.
it.
The hat, yeah,
Snap me out
the
of
hat's
it.
the one I
Yeah.
could sit there and probably be like, yeah, I could like. That's the only hat you might own. Some people don't own a lot of hats, and you don't want to do your hair or whatever.
If it
so
was
wear
like
your
a
hat.
black on black hat, like a cool new era one, I like those. Those
Mine
are
is
nice.
black though.
Black on black.
It's black and is the white Oilers symbol in the front.
See, that works, I think.
Yeah, because it's kind of a neutral.
But you're now
still
flying out there,
wouldn't.
so you could plan ahead of time. I wouldn't bring it.
I would just dress to the nines.
okay.
Just
I'm
go
trust-
all out, and then you
My
slide
feet are
right into
gonna
the
hurt,
club.
and it's gonna be great.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Really cool experience, though.
Yeah, I respect your passion for saying that.
How about this? Bobby LaFrench. What part of town are you staying in? I love giving Montreal recommendations.
Sure, I'm staying at the Fairmont. I think there's two. It's the. Please don't stalk me. It's the. Just kidding. Like these
Wait, he
guys.
didn't-
when
he didn't
their
wanna-
show at their.
He
at their
didn't want to know the
condo.
hotel. He just wanted the area. You
The
like
area. I don't know,
downtown
okay.
or
It is DT.
Downtown. Okay.
okay?
And you
So
can
Bobby
move around
LaFrench, downtown.
It's I think
downtown
it's
pretty-
11 minutes from the Bell Center.
Walk?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Montreal's downtown is pretty easy to navigate.
Is it going to be this? Oh, I know which one it might be. It's this one right here.
I wish you were staying at the Ritz.
The,
Rinks
wish
there,
too.
and it's there.
The Ritz is phenomenal.
yeah,
I'm
that's
assuming
right.
it's that
That's
one.
right. Yeah. You know what else is funny?
There's a Starbucks nearby.
Okay.
Just so you
Yeah,
know.
I didn't. You know what? I didn't know that about you guys. That you guys are Starbucks guys.
It's my
I'm
favorite
a Fox
coffee.
First type of guy.
Yes.
Opening up on 104th, full bowl. But Starbucks is good.
And then like it's not lattes or anything. Like I like just the coffee, and then McDonald's is second for me.
Yeah. Well,
If I need the quick one, go
Yeah.
to. Those are my orders.
Those are good.
I don't like Starbucks.
That's
Coffee?
okay.
I don't like their coffee. It tastes
Okay.
burnt. My parents used to own coffee shops, so I used to be a big coffee nerd back in the day. And McDonald's coffee is actually the best, according to Consumer Report.
Well,
Yeah.
they
We're
got
reading those.
yeah.
Well, Tim
My dad.
Hortons, because everyone loves Tim Hortons. The roasters, it's not the same beans, I don't think, but the roasters, Tim Hortons dropped them and McDonald's picked them up in Canada.
Okay.
If you go to the States, McDonald's coffee is much different than Canadian coffee. And it's not as good. Like with the Canadian McDonald's Canada got on with the right roasters because I think Tim Hortons dropped them. And that's where their coffee comes from.
Interesting.
If you're going with like this fast foods, but like there's all sorts, like there's Fox Coffee. There's another one just over here, Square One or something like that.
Yeah, really? Square
Jay
One's
brought it in once. It was. I love going to those local
Yeah,
coffee
me too.
shops.
They know how to
They're
do
good
it.
coffee, but
Legit.
Yeah.
if I want the quick mobile order app or whatever, I think Starbucks is the best. Personally,
Starbucks for me is like a dessert, like the pumpkin spice latte.
Oh, the sugar drinks.
Yeah, that's right. It's like I am getting an ice cream. Like, it's the same thing.
I do get the pistachio latte on my birthday though, because you get a free drink with your Starbucks on your birthday.
I went to go redeem one on my birthday, and I went to the Starbucks at Safeway, and the girl's like, "No, you have to go to like a Starbucks."
Yeah.
Starbucks. I was like,
Don't, never go to the
Come on.
Safeway ones. Because
I didn't know
the
this.
gift cards or something. It's a much
Yeah.
more complex process.
I had no
So you got to go to an
idea.
actual Starbucks. But yeah, you get a free, and you can like customize it however you want. So go all out. If you have a Starbucks account, go all out. I get the extra tall. I put in extra pumps of espresso.
Yeah.
Because screw this, you're paying for it, not me.
Hell yeah. And the girl was really nice. She was Eastern European. And instead of a happy birthday, she gave me a congratulations. But yeah,
cute.
she's like, congratulations, but you have to go to she called it a corporate Starbucks. And I was like,
You survived another year. We're so proud of you, Tommy.
And I'm like, damn, all
Congrats.
I wanted was a caramel macchiato.
Weirdly, I was in Phoenix for one of my birthdays, and I went to go redeem it. And the guy ahead of me was also celebrating his birthday. It was like really
Nice.
I know, like that's a thing, but it was just the random thing that was just seemed like it was back to back birthday.
Did
free
you ask
drinks.
him if he got a free beverage too?
Well, that's why I knew it was his birthday.
Well, did he get one too? Is what I'm asking.
What do you mean?
The
Like-
free,
drink?
because they email you.
Well, that's
Yeah,
why
I
he
know.
was getting a free drink at the
Yeah,
time. That's
yeah,
how I
yeah.
knew it was his
Oh, did you
birthday.
think the guy worked?
Because he was there going, no, it was the
Sorry.
person like giving them in front of me, and the person like, oh, happy
barista.
birthday, and
Okay.
then I came up for my free drink, and I was, oh, happy birthday.
That's actually pretty
not
funny.
a congratulations.
No, I didn't get a congratulations, but now I want to start doing that for birthdays. I think it's Gager's coming up. I think his is on Saturday.
Joaquin's is coming
No,
up.
Trav's is November 3rd.
Yeah,
maybe?
Gager's
Well,
is on
Joaquin's in
Saturday.
October, baby.
Oh,
Gager's this Saturday.
Oh, okay.
That's why I had to double check.
Yeah.
So it's on Friday before leave. Oh, I'm not here, so I'll have to do it today. Gager, congratulations.
oh yeah, you're going on vacation, right? Where are you
Just
going?
time off.
Is it again a staycation?
Pretty
Where you
much.
organize, clean?
That's not that. It's just do nothing.
Yeah,
Just
that's pretty
relax.
awesome.
Literally do nothing because
That is so awesome.
That's-
I'm exhausted. I told you yesterday I was in Calgary, then I flew to Vancouver for the weekend, and now I'm going to Montreal.
Busy bee.
I know.
That's awesome.
Supporting the economy in this country, okay?
no.
You're a good citizen.
There is a Tom Petty documentary that apparently has not been seen in 40 years. It was shown once on MTV or something. Maybe it's not 40 years, maybe it's 30 years or something. It was shown on MTV once, middle of the night. And Dave Jameson called me yesterday because he knows how much I like Tom Petty. And he's like, he heard this interview on CBC Radio, and it's coming out. And he's like, you got to go find it. So I looked up, and it's only airing twice in the world.
What?
And like you have to go look, and it's the Cineplex in South Edmonton Commons is showing it tomorrow night or Saturday or Sunday afternoon. So I might go check one of those showings out.
That's awesome.
That's neat.
That's something cool.
It's such a weird little doc, and I'm so glad Dave gave me that call. Also,
have-
condolences to Dave on
Yes.
what's going through
Oh,
with the
man.
family.
That's awful. I like that Dave finds those nuggets and he shares and he keeps tabs like, oh, that person is interested in this and so and so. And did you have a chance to see Tom Petty when he was here at all?
Nope.
I did.
It's one of my
and
biggest regrets.
I'm so glad I went to that concert. It was fantastic. He was high as a kite. He's like, we're just gonna play, and they played for like 2.5 hours, and oh, the vibe was so cool. I'm glad I went to that concert. I think it was Rogan Dean from the Oil Kings who invited me, and lovely. Just a great musical experience and gave me much more of an appreciation for Tom Petty.
Yeah, this doc, it came out in 1983. It aired once on MTV in the middle of the night and was never seen again.
Wow.
So yeah, more than 40 years later, it's coming to around the world in theaters with 2 showings. And if you go to the Tom Petty website, you could just enter your city if you're in a different city, and it'll tell you where it's being shown. So I might do that. on my
That's
time
pretty
off.
sweet. I like that and respect that very much. Speaking of experiences in the city, Bobby LaFrench,
Oh yeah,
couple recommendations. Here we go.
me
Walk
write these down.
Metro. Don't drive anywhere. You want the best jeans fashion experience ever? A place where you get a nice little change room and flamboyant men toss you a dozen pairs of jeans to wear. They will all fit perfectly. I don't know how they do it. Seriously, amazing experience. It's so simple and affirming. You're downtown, so food is expensive or boring. Ask me if you leave downtown. www.jeansjeansjeans.ca. That's from Bobby LaFrench. Jasmine, you're getting the full
She doesn't like
Montreal
jeans though.
scoop. Yeah.
I knew you were gonna say that.
jeans.ca. I'm fascinated by this site.
Yeah.
A classic modern Montreal feel for your designer jeans.
All right. Bobby LaFrance.
They are open. They are closed on Tuesdays, but most days they're open either 10 to 5 or 10 to 6 or 10 to 4. So you're safe 10 to 4. Oh, you could do a virtual tour.
Lovely.
I'm not going to get...
Is there a flamboyant man giving you this virtual tour?
It's taking me to Google. And it's just spinning. I'll wait and see what happens when it eventually comes.
Sweet.
Oh, too good.
I love that. Like, that's such a descriptive Montreal overview.
The girls are so organized. Like, this is our itinerary.
You guys have an itinerary?
Yeah.
Maddie, this would give you like...
Oh, I don't want that.
Look, it has logos and everything.
Yeah.
I do not want to go on a trip with an itinerary.
It's
My
times
buddy...
and everything. Yeah.
Speaking of... Okay. First of all, I'm not surprised that you hang with a crew that does itineraries for your trips.
That seems like a lot. Like I want to
it's
go
a
by
bit
the like
much.
the itinerary for me. If
let's go
there's
with
a
the
sports
flow
game
here.
or something, okay,
Yeah.
that's what we're going to
That's
that.
like
Yeah.
3 people, but this is like an 18 people trip.
A loose itinerary is adequate. Okay, my buddy
I'm not surprised. What's
when he
that
got
mean?
married, he was divorced within like 6 months. I feel so bad for him.
Aw.
But he ended up on a vacation, and he was in Coeur d'Alene with his wife and the in-laws, and he snuck away to help out at the hockey school for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And he's like, I got in trouble for coming out here to the rink. And we're like, why? Like, what's going on? He goes, oh, we have an itinerary, and she is following it to a T, and I broke away, and I'm already in trouble. They were
That's
divorced
not
like
cool.
a few months later. Yeah.
Well, did you not know that she was a tight ass? Guess not.
It
eh?
was like, and then they came and met up with us, and it was uncomfortable. We're like, oh, this is weird.
That I'm both. I do both. It depends on the trip.
Well,
and
look
this
at
is-
you. You're
yeah.
flexible. You might go to the hockey game.
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
Look at this.
I didn't have to let the girls know yesterday. The girls want me to go, and
Did they not see that you were RSVP'd on the itinerary?
yeah, right.
Oh, Jasmine's shown at 6:15 to be in this spot. But we're
Pardon
going.
me. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I couldn't do full itinerary trips. I don't
thank
like
you.
full go.
That was a full
Yeah.
itinerary though, like every day
no.
with multiple events and times.
Yeah, I like to go. I like the relaxing. I like to try to as the day goes. What do we want to do?
I think
today
it's just
type
with,
thing.
with the
That's
big
for me.
group, it's just like reservations and things like that, right?
Right, but that
do
has
dinner
like
and that's
logos on
like
it.
one
Yeah, did it
event.
have a logo on it?
It looks like a
What?
wedding like dinner list,
I would
dinner
show
menu.
these guys. Should I show them?
Yeah,
Should
show
I show
them.
them?
Sure.
It's a
Show
40th
them.
birthday. It looks
It's a
like.
As long as you're not spoiling any information on this trip.
Yeah.
While Jasmine is doing that, for those on YouTube, you might have to tilt it the other way. No, like instead of
flip
like
it.
bring it, like tilt it this
Down.
way almost. Like toward. No, I don't think she understands what I'm saying there at all.
Hold on.
While Jasmine's doing that for those on YouTube,
This is fantastic.
the official drink of the EST Hangout.
No,
you
the
gotta
other
still get
way.
it on camera.
Oh my god.
And now tilt it. Yeah, keep tilting it like this.
And put it on camera.
Yeah.
This is the first time I'm doing this.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
clearly.
think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work.
Well, there was like fonts and stuff.
The official drink of the EST Hangout. It is the Finnish long drink, the legend of 1952, a drink unlike any other. Sparkling refreshment, real liquor, longdrink.ca/Canada is where you can enter in your postal code and find which liquor stores near you have it. I think I've got the last one.
Let's go.
Do I go obnoxious?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it's the last one.
How
That's
refreshing.
the sugar-free long
Yeah,
drink, which
very
is
good.
absolutely delicious.
very, very good.
The official drink of the EST Hangout. This is it's a great way to start. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's noon somewhere. It's noon in Toronto.
He needed
good
that
enough.
drink after I just did that. Both of their faces.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
This is the EST Hangout. Matt, Jasmine, Tommy with here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. Thanks to those for listening live on TuneIn, iHeartRadio, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, for watching on YouTube, and thanks to those listening to the podcast in the future while you're doing whatever else you're doing.
I like
don't know
you
what you're doing.
acknowledging them. That's very kind of you.
They're important to us as well.
Yes.
All of our listeners are important, no matter how they consume us.
Legit. They're so funny.
Are you amused?
I was amused by your guys' face as to, oh my God, it finally happened though. You guys finally did that to me, so I feel comfortable now, here on after.
We got
And the
you.
nasty chat is just hilarious. They're asking me about my luggage, how much I take.
Actually, that's a really. I'm intrigued.
Oh, yeah. This is
Norm,
a 3-day
Jasmine will be
trip.
paying for an extra suitcase for her outfit to the Habs game. Mitch, you are curious how much luggage Jasmine does travel with. Okay, so you're gone tonight till.
Tonight till Monday night.
Okay,
Oh,
so
good.
that's
Good.
So you've got a good 5 full days in Montreal, largely.
Yeah.
So how much how big is your luggage?
Okay.
You're checking,
There's
I'm
a
assuming.
carry-on, right? Or
No,
check-
this is a check-in.
I really wanted to check in. I really did, but I didn't want to get burned. So
you just carry on.
I'm doing a carry-on and a backpack.
And how much clothes can you bring in a carry-on and a backpack for this trip?
It's so hard with shoes. I also want to take my gym gear. So I gotta shoes are so bulky. They're the hardest thing to pack.
How many pairs of shoes are you bringing?
Well, she's got to bring heels for the 9s.
Of course.
She's got to wear. So then you wear your normal shoes.
Yeah.
Like
You
I'm
gotta be
assuming you're going to wear
comfy.
runners or
Yeah,
something. So you
yeah.
wear runners on the plane. You bring one pair of heels at least.
Okay.
She needs her gym workout. So what would you use for the gym?
Well, I need runners, like my actual gym runners.
Yeah.
Can you just not use your regular runners?
No.
No.
Well, you're on a trip.
No. You need gym runners.
You need my gym. Yeah.
Well, but now you have to carry it. Then, if you're not doing carry on,
That's why
or
it's a
check-in,
dilemma. You might need to check. You know
Well,
what
that's
you
where
do?
it's-
Bring the bag that's sort of in between, and and it fits in the thing. But then they're like, "Oh, you're gonna need to."
But can't you
check
bring
that.
two
it's Air
bags?
Canada though. They're usually good.
Can't you have that? You get the personal item and
Yeah,
the one.
yeah, so
So you have a
personal item's a
backpack.
backpack.
You could just throw your shoes case, so you could put your heels in there. Do you need one pair or two?
I need one. I know I'm
I was going to be upset if you said 3.
No. I was
my.
thinking about 2 because.
Okay, so
sometimes
you
your
could throw
feet
2
hurt.
heels in there.
Yeah.
You could throw your gym runners in there, and then you're wearing runners. You don't need any more shoes,
Yeah,
do you?
right?
Yeah,
No,
good
good. And like,
So that goes in the backpack,
Yeah.
which should go on the seat in front of you,
okay, yeah.
and then all your clothes goes into the
the
overhead.
carry-on.
In the overhead, yeah.
Yeah, and the carry-on. But the thing is, this place has like a pool. It has, you're gonna bring like other things too. It's not like just my outfits and then my daytime
Yeah, but like a
outfits.
bathing
how much is
suit
that?
takes up how much space?
You could throw that with the shoes.
Yeah.
You could roll them
I
up
can
in a
roll them
ball
with-
and throw them in the
yeah,
shoes.
yeah.
Like that
Yeah,
doesn't take up
exactly.
anything.
and like socks go into your shoes, stuff like that. Tuck them in there.
Socks in the shoe.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's space inside your shoes. You can
Okay.
put
Wasted
socks in
space
there.
if you just put your
yeah.
shoes in there.
And it's like with women, I don't know how you guys are, but some days we feel a little bigger, so we don't want to wear that anymore. We want to wear something else. So you need a backup.
So aren't you
outfit.
checking in?
I know.
Yeah, you should probably just check
honestly was this
What?
close.
No other women are checking in on this trip?
They probably are.
So why wouldn't you?
These girls
Yeah.
are from like Vancouver.
you then
okay?
don't have
You
to
know what
be-
I'm
What
does
dealing
that
with?
mean?
Yeah.
So then you don't. What do you have to be worried about checking in?
I should have checked.
You're going to a hockey game
I should have checked it.
and then bottle service.
It's also that time of year where the
I'm also taking a
forecast
red
could
eye.
change a lot.
yeah.
And you got to prepare. That's the one thing I struggle with when I travel is preparing for the different weather.
You know,
Like if it's in the morning, it's 5, and then it's gonna be 20, but then it might only be 12 one day, and it's like, well, I got to be ready for all those outcomes.
that's why you wear layers on the plane.
Yeah, but I
Right.
don't want to be warm on the plane.
yeah.
You take them off. Layers on the plane, and you get warm, take one off. Got another, you get a little too warm still, take another layer off, and then make sure they're versatile items that you might be able to wear later on the trip.
I would have figured you would have been just straight in easy check-in. And
I-
it wasn't even a conversation.
Next time. I don't know what I was
You can still do it.
You know what? I was trying to be minimalist. Like, I was trying.
You're going
Well,
to
the fact
Montreal
that you're
for
saying you
5
want to go
days.
into the gym and do all this stuff, you're not trying to be a minimalist.
No.
You know what? F the gym. I mean, I won't even bring those clothes. It's vacation. Who
There
cares?
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
Well, okay, one more
Enjoy.
question. Do you guys prefer what's your favorite seat? Like, do you like a window seat or an aisle seat?
Aisle seat, always.
Really?
Yeah,
Always.
always.
I'm good in either seat. If I'm in middle, I don't need a pillow, like one of those neck pillows I've learned.
Okay.
Aisle
'Cause
seat,
I can't
always.
fall asleep any other way. I could sleep on a plane. I needed something just to lean my head just a little bit. I could live in a middle seat. I actually truly.
That's
The thing I will say
wild.
this about the middle seat though is I stand by this. The middle seat person gets both armrests.
Yeah, I do. I always tell the person too. I'm like,
Piss
it's all
off
yours.
to everyone
Yeah,
else.
it's rude.
If you got
otherwise.
the window seat, you've already could lean against the window. You
Yeah.
get your one armrest to your left or right or wherever the window is.
Exactly.
If you're in the aisle, you got to stretch out in the aisle. The middle person gets both armrests.
Stretching
That
out in the
should
aisle
be
is bad flying etiquette.
Okay. I
You
don't-
do
you
not
can't.
put anything in the aisle.
Well, if you're sleeping, then it's
No.
bad. But yeah, why can't
Not
you put
at
it
all.
out while no one's walking?
Because there's always a flight attendant walking.
Then you move. When you see him coming or you hear him coming.
That is bad flying etiquette to put your feet in the aisle. And do not take off your shoes. No.
Everybody takes
flight.
off their shoes.
That is disgusting.
I know you don't like that. But
I go with, I don't think enough people know the unwritten rule that the middle seat gets both armrests. You don't get the armrest.
I agree.
Middle person gets wherever they want on that armrest. That's their armrest. They're sitting in the middle.
They have, you're lucky. You're lucky you have your side seats. I prefer window, but when I checked in today, all the windows were taken.
Take the aisle.
I
swear.
thought I had purchased a seat because it's a red eye, but now I'm sitting in aisle luckily.
It all depends also, like, if I know I will sleep a lot, I want the window because I could lean a little better and I don't have to get up if somebody needs to go to the bathroom.
I pee a lot.
And that's
Okay,
when
you
then I
want
want the aisle. And like for me, it's, I know, like red eye, it's dicey.
Yeah.
I want the aisle because then it's easy in and out. Or you have to know the person next to you.
Yeah, you do. Then you can like bug your.
Yeah, and it's
bug
just
your
whatever.
friends or
Go. I gotta go. Move.
Yeah, like move. Yeah.
Get out of the way.
Yeah.
I don't care. But I don't want to bother someone else, especially like somebody sleeping on the red eye, and you're like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom.
I can't believe Maddie said he just talked about the middle seat immediately and about a neck pillow.
Well, no, like-
rather than him being like, no, I want like a.
Well, no, like I'm one of those travelers that I truly don't fully care. But if
for
I am
you.
in the middle seat, I need something around my neck
Yeah.
because then I'll hate it.
If it's a 1 hour flight, whatever, middle, but like going across the country, no.
Well, I did it to Atlanta. I was in the middle. My dad had the window both times.
And that's a 4 hour flight.
Yeah, four-ish. And I thought, I was whatever. I could sit.
you're
I could sleep, whatever. But I didn't have a pillow for me, and I realized then, like, just trying to lean on my shoulders,
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep, and I hated it. It was an awful spot. That's where the middle sucks. But I just need something so I could lean my head just slightly
Yeah.
and feel comfortable,
That's
and then
a
I
good
could be knocked
hack.
out.
Yeah, I will consider that because when I go with my friends, sometimes they'll put me in the middle because you're the smallest.
Yeah,
or whatever.
you are
That's not
itty-bitty.
fair. That's discrimination. Okay.
No, it's just fact.
Okay. Well, this is why I don't have those stretching problems. But
Good point.
Yeah, Rod Z, agree. Middle guy gets both. Trent though, armrest is mine no matter where. LOL. No.
I know there's
No.
some people that are like that. They'll fight you for it. And I'm like,
You get if you're window or aisle, you've got luxury. I don't have luxury if I'm in the middle. Why do you get my armrest? What do I get in the middle? Although, okay, have you seen the people that will book aisle and window to try to not get someone to sit in between them?
That's smart.
And then when someone sits in between them, they ask to move seats.
That's smart. I respect them actually.
There are those people that say that one. That one I think works because if I'm, but
That's such a good
But here's the
idea.
thing: I will say, if that person in the middle says I don't want to move, don't get all pissy.
middle people always will want to.
Sometimes
yeah,
I've seen the
I'd be
videos
like,
on
I'll take
TikTok
the
where
aisle.
at times people be like, I just don't want to move, and they get all mad, going like, "No, move with me." And it's like, well, no, I booked this seat.
Yeah.
I'm not moving. Or people will book like 2 back-to-back seats and try to like move with someone.
See, that's greasy.
And it's
'Cause
like-
you're
well,
disrupting.
no, I
two-
booked this
two rows
spot. Yeah.
instead of just one.
I know. Like
If you
people-
book your spot, you book your spot to me. And that's if the other person, like, you could ask, like, hey, can I sit there, whatever. And if they're cool with it, great.
Yeah.
But if that person says no, it's your fault. Pay the extra money and book the right spot.
Someone did that to my dad's flight home from Italy 2 years ago, and he said yes to moving. And then he came back, and I picked him up. My mom went back to Poland for like a month to visit her mom and my grandma. And my dad's like, "Hey, good to see you." And I like shook his hand. I'm like, "I got you a coffee." And he like barely lifted his arm. And I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" He's like, "Well, there was this family and they were separated and they asked me to move and I had my seat and I agreed to it and I ended up stuck and now my leg is numb and my arm was like," and he pulled the bag and he hurt his arm. And I was like, "Oh my God, you're so old." And then the second thing I said is like, "Why'd you say yes to that?"
To the middle seat?
That's
Yeah, no
BS.
way. I'll
Like,
never say yes to
It's
the
an
middle seat.
8-hour cross
Not my problem.
But some people get all
ocean flight.
pissy about it.
I've had people get pissy with me because they want to sit with their family, but I'm like,
Then book the damn
I'm not sitting
thing
in the
on
middle.
time.
You can't
Yeah.
expect me to get your middle seat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, you give me your kid's seat because they wanted their kid to have the.
That's BS.
that's
and
not
people
fair.
who use and abuse that, you're the worst.
Yeah. I'm a human
And then
being
there are
too.
some flight attendants that will like defend them and be like,
And that
"Can
is
you move?"
brutal.
So they can
Like,
sit
no.
together. It's like, no, I paid for
This
this
is my
seat.
seat.
No, some
I
of them
chose
are
this
ruthless
one.
now. Those flight attendants.
Anyway, it's very frustrating when people do that, and they do it on purpose. And if you're on a cross-continental flight, You don't have to.
There needs to be written rules for airport flying.
I told my
And
dad,
we need
like-
to come together as a country. Like the UN needs to come together with terms of flying, and we all need to just agree on them.
Don't get me started with this topic.
I told my
Flying in
dad, I'm like,
Canada.
you're at the point in your life now where you should just you're on a damn flight from Italy to Canada. Just book first class and be comfortable. You're an old man now.
Well, my folks took KLM, and they had no problem with KLM.
That's great. I heard
It's a great airline by all accounts. What's that sigh for?
Oh, we're not talking Big Brother, but maybe in the last 5 minutes we could. Are you caught up?
No, there was no other game last night. When was I going to
Didn't
catch up?
Okay, where? Started at 8. I didn't even-
I was watching the Yankees game.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
They were in the
It was
playoffs.
a decent game too.
It was a better than decent game. They
Yeah.
won
Yeah.
2-0. 6 more wins away from a World Series title, number 28. It's been too long since we've gotten to 28. Let's get to our keyword. For the EST Fly Away to Los Angeles, speaking of flights, we want to send you on flights to Los Angeles to go see Clippers, Warriors at the Intuit Dome, Cardinals, Rams at SoFi Stadium, and then Edmonton take on either Anaheim or LA. As I said, flights and then hotel, car rental, all given to you December 26th through December 30th. All you have to do is listen for the keyword and then text it in like you are about to do right away here. 4 chances to qualify each day. This is all presented by This 780, lame-ass, low-budget local shop online at 780.com. That's the word 780.com, or in-store, 5 locations in the Edmonton area. Londonderry, EIA, that's the airport, the outlet mall by the airport, Southgate, St. Albert, as well as Kingsway. The keyword for today, I don't know if you could see that.
I think so.
Well, hopefully you get it right.
The keyword, the keyword today is coach.
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 COACH. Coach. Text it to 780-218-9999. You will go into a draw for the EST Fly Away, or to be a qualifier here on the Hangout for the EST Fly Away. We're qualifying people until November 28th, November 29th on the morning show. We'll give this away. But yes, text that in right now. The EST Fly Away to LA presented by the 780.
Nobody likes to sit in coach.
Like Elaine Bennis. I love this conversation has brought up so many things about air travel. I want to read them while people text in the keyword. We've got someone on a plane right now. Oh my God, there's so many keywords coming in. On a plane right now, aisle seat, move feet in and out as people come by, shoes on. Okay, I respect that. Oh, jeez. The texts are just flying, and I'm trying to keep up on my app.
It's like freezing.
It's unreal. And then, someone texted in. They're like, "There's no way I'm not stretching out my 6'9" frame." If you're 6'9", I understand you stretching out.
I feel for you.
Yeah, I totally
exit.
get that.
I'll say I have no problem. I'm good with people stretching on the aisle,
Yeah.
but be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
Of
With
course.
that, if flight attendants are coming or service is coming or people are walking bathroom, you got to move. You got to create that space.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't fall asleep full like outside of like if a dusty's in there. I do get that, but I agree with you, Tommy. For the most part, like keep that aisle as clear as possible.
Yeah,
I do get that.
Yeah. Another one says, "Tommy, come on! I don't smell or anything. I'm just trying to chill. Shoes off, baby. Check out Porter though. No middle seat."
No,
I
I
want
largely
fly
agree
porter.
with Tommy. Where I would say you can't just take your shoes off.
Yeah. I
If
don't
you're
like
wearing
that.
flip flops, I go on planes with flip flops. I
Yeah.
will. I've taken care of my feet and
But
like
aren't your
fully have
shoes-
washed them going into the flight. Whereas if I'm in my shoes,
get
like
sweaty-
you got the
sweaty.
socks on.
Yeah.
I don't know what's changed in there smell wise since the showers. Taking that off, I get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly, I don't know.
I couldn't
Because
take my shoes
If
off.
you're wearing flip flops, you're already kind of like, it doesn't matter. if you
You've
take your foot in.
established
Yeah.
you're going
Your
open
sandals, yeah.
foot,
And
that's
you would
different.
like to think that
But
whoever
can you
wearing
take-
flip flops has taken care of their feet because they are out in the open.
Legit.
Most do.
Yes,
give people
and
the
that's where it's
benefit
like you see that
of
that's
some
cool.
Yeah.
But you're 3 hours into a 6-hour flight or something.
And you're
all of a
ripping
sudden,
your shoes off.
what's been going on in that shoe for the
Not
last little
pleasant.
while?
That's what.
You have not taken time to take care of it.
Unpleasant.
Yes, yeah, I get it. Your socks could be stinky and all these things. I get it.
Shoes can be stinky for crying out loud too.
Yeah.
It happens.
I just don't know. It's like then it's another topic of your self-aware of your own hygiene, I suppose. I just don't know.
Hey, practice
But-
good hygiene.
Yeah, but I think the smelly feet could just come even with you doing good hygiene.
Yeah, I guess people can tell maybe. This is a very
Well, you have good hygiene, but like it's a little sweaty out. It's a little warm out.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
wearing shoes
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
socks.
I think
It's
that's what
sweating just a little bit. Now I'm taking my feet out and
Yeah.
going like, here, guys.
you're
like,
airing them
smell
out. And
this.
it's like, gross.
It's all been in the confined space.
Yeah. And the other thing too is like when people take off their shoes, you see their socks.
Yeah.
And you're like, and people, if they're wearing white socks, and you're like, oh, those used to be white. Now they're like gray.
Yeah, like
with,
ratchet. Yeah.
Ratchet, yes.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Traveling is it's such a pain in the ass in this country.
It is.
And
The
it's
planes
just-
are cramped and annoying.
I'm just lucky if there's not a crying baby near me.
Those
I
are-
always
I have-
feel bad for the parents.
I do.
so
I feel
much.
bad for the parents too, but it's
Same.
hard for them. They're under a lot of stress.
Yeah, and they
Yes.
feel like everyone else is mad at them. And I'll say this: I'm not. I'm one of those people. I don't.
Yeah, you
let
can't control. But
the baby's the baby.
but
Like
then
there's not much I
parents-
could do. They
yeah,
can do about it for the most part.
Then there's some that are just like they're just so dead inside and don't care.
Yeah,
Sure.
They're defeated.
But for the
they're-
most part, like
You
I
can
get
tell,
it.
too.
Like
You can
it's,
get up and maybe like pat the baby or something. I don't know.
I have traveled with kids. They're not my kids, so I don't have to take care of them, which is
Yeah.
great. But I imagine that it's not easy for parents getting on the
Yeah.
plane with young kids because
Yeah.
it's like they're
And that's why I
they're
don't wanna be
immediately
around it.
already stressed. Like I hope it's a good flight. They're preparing,
Of course.
and then if the kid starts crying, they're like, "Oh, everyone's gonna be mad at me," and it's just like, "No, you're good. Just let them
No, we
do what you
understand.
need to do. We got you."
When I was flying back from Coeur d'Alene in the summer, I had to go through Vancouver, Calgary to get back to Edmonton. I think it was in Vancouver. We're all getting on the flight, and I had TSA pre-check and Nexus, and I had Zone 1 and all this stuff. And then there was this young family, two or three kids, all less than 5 years old, and they were getting the runaround from the airline. I'm not going to name the airline. And they needed to show their travel documents. And then when they got to the front of the line, the agent was like, you didn't double or verify your travel agents or your travel documents. And they're like, we need you to go into that other line. And I was like, come on. And so they had to take their strollers, all the kids, and then go into the other line, get everything verified. And I just said to them, as soon as they got the verify, I'm like, just come back here. I'm not in a rush. We're all going on the same damn plane. And just that small, I felt good, selfishly, but to see a small little ounce of relief on both of the parents' faces, I was like, just go, please. I don't need this. Go. And it felt good because I felt so bad for them. It was so redundant and stupid the way the airline did that. Just, please go in front of me. You can have this.
This adds a different question for travel now. Do you guys like to get on the plane early?
No.
It doesn't matter.
I wait.
To me, it does.
If
I want to be at the last.
I get a little anxious because I do want to spot.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to just sit on a plane while everyone's loading and then it's combined. I'd rather
you
just
wait?
sit. I'd rather just
Same.
sit in the
I'd
lobby,
chill.
Yeah.
waiting until I see the lines pretty
Same.
much done. And it's like, my time to
Yeah.
go
Let's
now.
go.
Now,
I don't
yeah.
care if they've already called my zone.
Yeah.
I'd
Me
rather.
neither.
I'll come on last. I'm
Yeah.
okay coming on for almost last. It's
Yeah.
easier for me.
Yeah.
When we went to Vegas, Dusty and Eric, they liked getting on early, but they also were doing a little more of the carry on and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, usually I bring something that I could just slide under the seat.
Same.
And it's just like, no, I'll see you guys on the plane. Have fun.
I had first class for those flights, so
Oh,
I was
bloody
just like,
hell.
yeah, then you want to kind of utilize
I'm
it.
all right with this, yeah.
That's fair.
Big chair.
But I like just wait because it's like I don't need to rush. Or
I'm
when
with
the
you on
plane
that, though.
lands, seatbelt will come off. I won't lie.
But the people that
But
stand,
I don't need to stand.
stop it
I don't understand how they don't know that yet.
because
It's
it's
been-
just this herd mentality.
weird.
I gotta get up. No, you
It's
don't.
just-
We got a first taxi to the gate.
Everybody needs to get off.
Yeah.
The gate needs to open, so we got to get through that first, and then it's
Yeah.
going to start from the front to the back. So if you're at the back, why are you okay, I get maybe just standing to stretch the legs a
Sure.
little bit.
Yeah, but-
but getting starting to grab your stuff,
Just chill.
Relax.
we're not going
You've
anywhere.
been here
dude.
that you've been flying for this long. Just relax.
Just we wait a little bit longer.
I
Jason-
want to get off just as bad as you
Yes.
do, buddy.
Jason and LeDuc, welcome to the Hangout of First World Problems. 100%.
Yeah,
Today's
totally,
full
yeah.
first world
Great.
problems.
Can't wait to tell you guys about my experience when I get
I
back.
can't wait to hear about it. Brock with the tips. Life hack: give Benadryl to your kids before a flight. They
Good
sleep
one.
like babies.
That's a good one.
Aiden,
I could do that one.
my dad waits until they call his name on the intercom saying last call for the flight before he gets on, wants to be on the plane least amount of time possible. And I understand that because it is a bacteria infested tube with a bunch of strangers in
I
there.
am always worried I'm going to get sick.
On the plane, yeah.
Yeah, because you're looking around if one person's sick right now.
Yeah,
You hear
I
someone
get so
sniffling.
nervous, especially when I hear child's cough.
Yeah.
And then you're
Those
just
children sicknesses are the most deadly, right? Thanks, guys. I'm not anxious at all about today.
You'll be fine.
Thanks, nasties.
You're lucky. You're traveling somewhere.
The Benadryl for the kids, it almost sounds like it's naughty, but it's kind of
It's all
smart.
good.
Yeah.
I think people do that to like dogs and
Just
stuff too.
knock
There's
them
ways
out.
for
Alright,
adults
yeah.
to, without the alcohol. There's obviously the alcohol way to
Yeah, the over serving. Yeah, that's
but
not good.
Well, because you're flying strictly in Canada.
Yeah, but it's
So there's a real easy way to keep yourself nice and cool
So-
and calm going on to a flight.
I hope
It's all
okay.
legal.
I was gonna ask you guys. So you guys are sleepers? You can sleep on planes?
I cannot sleep on planes.
Me neither.
Yes, I
That's why
can.
I'm dreading this red eye.
I can.
Yeah, clearly
If
you
I
can
have,
sleep in the middle seat.
Well, no, that one is the tough one.
Yeah.
It's again, if I have some sort of support for my neck, then yeah, I could sleep. Oh, yes, I was wondering why is somebody coming in here, and then I realized I did a keyword.
It's Trevor.
I can't. So I'm thinking about having like a good airport beer, like
Yeah.
the biggest one I can get to maybe put me to sleep.
You're in the aisle, so that's fine. I always get worried about drinking too much at the airport.
And then bothering people. Like,
Well, because
You have to pee.
like I know
that's what I was
once my seal
But if you're in
goes,
an aisle,
But I'm
like
in
I
the
know
aisle,
it
now
from
I
golf.
can.
Yeah.
I'm every 2 holes in golf. Once I go,
yeah.
Yeah.
which is very quick.
Yeah.
Like people I've golfed with people like you're going again. It's like yeah, I gotta go. Yeah,
Because you break the seal.
I broke the seal
Yeah.
there, and that's what I'm always worried about is on
Yeah.
the plane is that, and then because I also start thinking about it, and then the brain starts going there, and then I'm like, well, oh, they were just about to fly. I gotta go. The seatbelt sign is up though. And
Legit, it's all psychological.
it's
So,
all mental.
You know my friend Karen, she'll be like, I'm like, I have to pee. She's like, no, you don't. Because she's like, she can be a savage. I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I don't. And I will like sit there all the way to Calgary.
No,
like, or
don't
Banff.
do it. Well,
Yeah.
Calgary, yeah.
Because she's
oh,
like, no,
boy.
you don't.
I have to pee.
I get scared.
Before we qualify someone here, someone does text in. I'm just going to believe them for their word. I haven't double checked this, but air is changed completely every 2 minutes on an airplane.
I've
It's
heard
not
that,
that
like,
bad.
I like
yeah,
that.
it's
I'm
fascinating.
I'm gonna believe that to make me feel better.
Yeah.
good filtration
Let's get to
system.
the qualifier for the EST Fly Away to LA presented by the 780. Trev, who do we got on the line today? Chris, congratulations. You are now in the
Again?
mix to go to Los Angeles. Have you qualified
There's
before?
a Chris G this morning.
Hello?
Hey, Chris, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations. Have you qualified yet for the contest?
Nope. This is the first time.
It is the first time. Well, congratulations. You are now in the mix. If you won this trip to Los Angeles, who would you take with you? And have you ever been to LA before?
I'm actually going to LA on December 1 with
Oh.
my wife. We're actually going to see the Clippers and Nuggets and go to Disneyland without the kids.
Wow.
So if I won the trip, I'd probably take a buddy of mine
Yes.
to go see more sports.
I think that's only fair. I think that your wife would completely understand that. So good on you, Chris. Well, a chance to maybe see the Intuit Dome twice. Congratulations. You're in the mix. Keep your phone on November 29th, just before you do head to LA, because if you're the winner, the boys will give you a call, let you know that you're also going back to Los Angeles, Chris.
Right on.
Congratulations. Chris is in the mix. Your next chance to qualify 2 more today. EST Afternoons with Hernan and Gager, and then the Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. He's off with his wife at the beginning of December. They're going to Disneyland.
Perfect.
They're going to the Intuit Dome to see Clippers, and I forgot who the team he said that they were playing.
Nuggets.
And they're going without. It was at the Nuggets. You heard?
I could hear it, yeah. You hear your
And then, so yeah, if he wins, he'd take his buddy for the trip. So
That's awesome.
That's completely fair. So Chris is into the draw. Just a reminder to anyone, both for qualifying opportunities and for the big grand prize draw on November 29th, you got to answer your phone to win. So the boys will be calling somebody on the 29th. And if you're the winner, keep your phone on, because if you don't answer, we'll have to go to the next person. But 2 more chances today. EST Afternoons and the Reed Wilkins Show.
Do players have preferences? Like when they board their private planes, do they have
No.
assigned seating? They
Oh,
just
yeah,
go and
they-
sit wherever they want.
They all kind of work it out. This is my seat, especially the vets.
The vets would have
But, like,
start, I would assume.
Every
yeah?
seat is first class. Like, it's,
Yeah.
Oh, that I missed
and
that.
are there ones that swivel, like they're like looking at each other, like an air,
There's
like a train?
couple rows
Yeah.
of that. Yeah.
Are there beds?
No, but they recline really nicely, and I really, really, really miss traveling on that charter.
One day, Tommy, don't worry.
No, it's okay. I
Yeah,
don't-
EST. We'll get the EST PJ
We're
one
gonna get the. Is it manifesting?
soon enough.
Yeah.
This one was a recommendation. You already responded
I
via
did.
the Paris Jewelers inbox. But if anyone's going to Montreal, and I highly recommend this place as well. Hey, Jasmine, Schwartz's Deli. Put it on the itinerary. If not, it should be. That comes in from Vaughn. Schwartz's
Vaughn.
Deli is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. And like the Montreal smoked meat there and the poutine there is just to die for.
Poutine.
So good.
Can't wait.
Call him if you're there. Say poutine.
Poutine. You know what? I'm not taking my gym stuff. I'm gonna eat lots of poutine.
You go do your thing.
Yeah.
You do you.
Yeah. Screw this. Also, me after I eat a poutine, I wish I had my runner.
You know what? If you're doing a lot of walking in Montreal, you
Yeah.
could bring some cows that
Yeah.
way.
It's gonna be beautiful there too. The
Good.
weather.
Is it?
Yeah. It'll be
Edmonton's
like-
forecast is starting to turn a bit.
Yeah, I know. Today,
Actually, like after the ranch closes.
oh,
Like
how about
Monday, it's
that?
supposed to be like 1 degree.
In the mornings is fine, but
Do want to get to a reminder to people. Starting today, annual memberships for the Nasty Club renewals have begun. So if you were an annual or a premium member on your 1-year date, it will auto renew if you haven't canceled. So if you don't know what day your auto renewal is, you can email me and I can let you know what date that is. But those have started to roll in. And if you go to the Nasty Club, as of today, you could start subscribing to be an annual member. If you aren't currently an annual member and you want to get in on it, it is now available. If you're a monthly member, you got to first cancel your subscription, wait for your month to run out, not the month to run out, but your month to run out. And then you could sign in for the annual or the premium annual membership, $79.99. Gets you sock, shirts, and the Nasty Club access. For $124.99, the premium membership, the merch bundle includes those 2 items plus a scarf and a lapel pin. So yeah, if you want more info, EdmontonSportsTalk.com. But yes, the renewals have started to begun today. Packages, membership bundles, all thanks to the high product marketing. I'm going to say end of November just to be cautious, but it probably will be sooner that I could probably get those either available for pickup in the office or via shipping.
You know what's awesome about last year's annual members package? You had like however many 200 or whatever laid out in the one office there, and basically everybody picked them up. But there was like 10 people.
I still have them.
And you know what? And it's like 10 of the regulars that always text in too. I'm like, how has that person not picked it up? How is that? They've picked
I've
up
emailed
other
them
prices.
multiple times too. I stopped.
Yeah.
I can't remember when I stopped email, but it's like for a while I was like, your package is here.
Yeah, and you'd have the name on it and everything, and I'd be like, that's a regular, that's a regular, that's a regular. I'm like, how have they not picked these up?
yeah, you're missing out.
The mug was in there, the hat.
Yeah.
They paid for it.
Yeah.
We got their money. It's just sitting here.
Get your stuff.
But yeah, so this will have. I actually, what I'm worried about is I store those in now what is Gager's office.
Right.
I don't know where I'm storing them all now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And your office
pick
has
up
a
your
bunch
shit.
of stuff in it right now.
Well, I got to clean it up, but even then, it's not big enough to store everything.
I know.
I needed like the desk Gager was on plus the underneath. And
Yes.
the boardroom gets used now, and that gets room. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to figure that out. So
Where
well, that back. That
Whale
back
and the Wolf.
Yeah, Whale and the Wolf storage
where they-
area.
that's technically not our air. Plus,
oh, it's not?
well, it's technically not, but also if people come in and we're in the
to move
show, we're
around.
gonna have to walk in front of the cameras all the time. Sorry, Tommy and Dusty are in the middle of the oyster, but I gotta go get a Nasty Club package here.
Yeah.
Excuse me, boys.
Whoops. Pick up your stuff.
That's where it's like that room's not even in the best option
No,
and stuff. So
no,
I'll
it's
figure
not
that
a
out.
good option.
Those are Matthew problems to figure out.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want more info, you could just you can message me, Matt at EdmontonSportsTalk.com as well to get the details. And then the new merch store coming very soon.
I saw that
Very
new
soon.
shirt though that Maddie
Looks good.
gave us a little exclusive about. Yeah, it looks great.
I gotta post on
Secondary
Twitter.
logo.
The scarf. I don't know what socks everyone will get, but there's 2 versions of it. I don't know which
Cool.
ones people are gonna get.
See, I could have wore the EST hat to the Montreal game.
You want to know
that
something?
was-
Yeah, you could do that. That's a good
Yeah.
one. Yeah, I did.
Poor Tommy,
You
man.
could have you could have had Paulie at the Estes after party tell me that he was there and he confirms what you said, and I wouldn't have got you a hat because I'm sold out at the moment, so you'd have to wait for that to happen.
know,
anyways.
My brother?
Yeah, he told me.
There's only 3 people that like. Apparently, there was a conversation with myself, Jasmine, and Paulie at the end of the Nasty Bash
And
where
few
I
Nasties.
promised. No, you said they said it was
the
only us
Nasties
3.
walked by.
And they weren't part of the conversation. They
were.
weren't there for the whole time. But apparently, I promised Jasmine a hat.
You know this
I
story,
don't
you?
remember this.
I remember this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you do.
You weren't there.
I know.
Yeah, but you remember this like scandal, right?
So yes,
I do
So
remember
the only
this-
other
this
person
thing.
there that can confirm whether Jasmine was. I promise you, because I truly don't remember this. I truly don't. The only other person was Paulie.
Because he was
What
sitting
did he
with us.
say?
And he hasn't told me this, but then she tells me, at the ST's after party, Paulie came up and told her. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, great dad. I was like,
He did.
I sat at a table with Paulie at that after party, and he never once looked at me and says, Matt, by the way, Jasmine does get a hat. I was talking with Paulie, and it never came up.
I talked to Polly.
So cool. So she adds another story that no one's around.
This is
Are you
BS.
making stuff up?
No, because okay, I said to Polly, I'm like, Tommy told me you're not very controversial and whatever.
not.
We don't want to get you involved. And he's like, no. He straight up was like, no, but Maddie did say that.
And it said,
He's
this
like, I'll
isn't
tell Maddie.
controversial.
And I'm like, okay.
This isn't
can you tell
controversial
him?
at all.
Yeah.
If Paulie says it, I will get him. I will get you the hat.
I promise.
I
And I'm a
truly-
woman of my word, unlike this man.
Oh,
over here.
know.
snap.
I will if I just don't remember this, but if I said it and Paulie confirms it, because I don't trust you. That's where this comes from. I just don't trust you.
He's usually listening, so Paul texts
and I know,
me.
so I've said this, we've talked about this many times, and he's never come at me. Like just
Some
told
of the
me.
nasties also verified.
They weren't there. You even though from the very first conversation
the
that we brought
nasties-
up with this, you said it was only the three of us. And
I
now,
said
like
the
so the
three of us were
nasties, of course the
sitting.
nasties want to help you get a hat. I
they
don't trust
don't.
any of them as well in this.
Good point.
Nasties are good people.
I want
I have
Jasmine
one
to have a
person.
hat.
Thank you.
And I also don't have any yet. That's the other thing. I'm completely sold. I have 0 hats.
Yeah, but
so I
there's
gotta
new
wait.
hats coming.
They will, and when those come, if
Yeah.
Paulie says that you get a hat, I'll get you a hat.
So funny. He's like the final vote on like Big Brother.
Because there was 3 of us. You said. I don't
Paulie-
remember. You say it
But
happens.
there were nasties that were saying goodbye to us.
Yeah.
My fellow.
But they weren't part of the
nasties.
conversation. So
Paulie-
how would they know the full conversation? The conversation wasn't like a quick snap of the finger. And like apparently now this conversation was happening over 20 minutes and we're saying the same things over and over because 50 different nasties walked by and heard it.
Paulie, if you're listening, text Maddie or me and
man.
confirm that Jasmine was
It's
promised
true.
a
Us
hat.
three were the ones sitting down at the end, but the nasties were coming. But he
And
was
I
there.
will not
and he
deny
told
you
me-
this hat if
told
he
me
says
at
he
the
was
ST's
there.
after party he heard it. I promise you. And I hope
I believe
he
you.
validates
I
that.
don't because I was sitting at a table with Paulie and he never told me this.
Let's see.
So I don't know if that story happens.
Paulie's mind is very simple. He doesn't have more than 1 or 2 things in the chamber ready to talk about.
I love Paulie.
And
I will
Do you
trust
want
Paulie.
a third brother? You can have him.
I will trust Paulie in this.
I'll give you Paulie.
Sure.
I'll reluctantly
Well,
keep
welcome
Mike.
him into the family.
Yeah.
I don't know if my whole family will, but I'll welcome him in. Although then I'm not the youngest anymore.
But if he takes your spot,
I like being the youngest. Like my whole family.
Yeah, and he embraces
Although
being
there's
the
kids.
youngest. He
I'm not the young. I'm not. no one cares about me
takes
anymore, my
advantage
family.
of being the
nobody cares
youngest.
about me either.
Yeah.
My cousins and
Oh,
brother
nice.
all have kids, so the grandkids matter. They're the ones that gave the grandkids. So who am I?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I'm just a nobody.
You're Matthew.
That's another hangout topic that we can get into.
Andrea also vouches for Jasmine
Cool.
and the hat situation.
No, you were gone.
Love you guys.
Brelando, I was there.
Brelando
cool.
says he
no,
was there.
There was even Jasmine at the first start said there was 3 of
Orlando.
us.
I think he was.
No,
he
you can't.
talked to me about
Oh yeah, it was.
Invisalign.
There was 3 of us. Jasmine even said it the one time there was the 3 of us. Her, me, and Paulie.
Because we
there's
were-
only one person
The nasties
that
were
could
coming and
confirm
going.
this for me.
But Paulie was actually sitting with us that whole time.
Exactly. I don't care if you're coming and going. You're not part of the conversation. You wouldn't have heard the conversation. There was music playing. There was what's his Normology ripping his shirt off. There's
was
a lot of
going
different
on.
things happening.
But that did happen. I said yesterday,
Yeah.
I was just like, it's just funny. Like I took Matt for his word. You know, that day I just trusted him. I'm like, okay.
I respect that.
Yeah, and I don't take you for your word.
Oh boy.
That's pretty clear.
drama.
You're going to get it.
Drama. CMAX
Get what?
says sports. What about them?
You want sports? Road Warriors, presented by AccuSteel Heavy Haul Trailers, custom manufacturing of heavy haul trailers for mining, oil and gas equipment, heavy transportation. Trusted by the leaders in the heavy transport industry. Get on the road with peace of mind for your large load. AccuSteel.ca. Just one game in baseball playoffs tonight as you got the Dodgers in New York to take on the Mets. That series 1 apiece. There is supposed to be some college football today. We're in a window right now of like 50 some straight days of football. Yesterday,
Yeah.
I was flipping through. And I saw I didn't end up watching it, but it was Southern Alabama and Troy. Those are the games you get. So I
Let's
just
go.
absolutely love it that we get that. I don't know if it'll all be on TSN. Today, Western Kentucky taking on Sam Houston.
Great
And then you got
matchup.
FIU on the road taking on UTEP. So both those games happening today in college football. Hockey-wise, it is Wednesday, so there's usually not on tap. We got
gonna be a
4
doubleheader.
games. Penn Sabres on the road, Kings on the road in Montreal or in Toronto taking on the Leafs before they head to Montreal. Bruins on the road in Colorado to take on the Avs, and Utah in Anaheim to take on the Ducks.
I'm curious to see the Leafs and LA game. Only because LA is playing Montreal.
Little
tomorrow.
pre-scout?
Yeah. So I want to see kind of like what I'm in for tomorrow.
Kings starting out a lot of road games. I think there's still renovations going on to Crypto.com Arena. I know they're kind of giving it a bit of a refresh, which is neat. It's a nice building, and LA got paid a lot of money to play games in Quebec City. You're gonna see their road trip this weekend, tomorrow, yeah. And I don't know what to make of the Kings. Utah's on fire though.
Yeah,
to start the year. That's good.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could say that about the Flames.
They are on fire. Good pun. The Flames.
Then insert.
Should not be 3-0, but they are. Good for them.
Ratio.
Good for them.
As for the Oilers, down the road tomorrow against the Preds. And
Yeah.
Tommy will be on location, Hudson's White, for the GCLD's Oil Stream pre- and post-game show tomorrow.
Yes,
It
come down,
begins.
say hi. It begins. Fantastic. We need to get our banner repaired. I'm going to go see the crew at William Huff. And we'll have some giveaways and stuff like that. It's going to be great. Come
What?
down to Hudson's White Ave tomorrow. And then I think Hudson's Bourbon Street on Saturday.
I believe so.
Yeah.
VR in the nasty chat. I remember the conversation vividly. We were discussing philosophy, and if I'm saying this, Baroque art. Then the hat thing happened.
Acting happened.
Wow.
Oh man,
Yeah, I like that.
I can't wait till the product comes out so we can just end this one.
Merchandise controversy.
Jared, I believe the quote was, quote, I'll give you a hat. Also, I'm cheering for the Yankees, but the Mets probably deserve a title more.
I love where this
Speaking
has
of-
gone.
I hope the Mets beat the Dodgers.
Really?
I don't.
I don't want the Dodgers to win at all more than the Yankees.
I wouldn't mind Shohei winning it, personally.
Yeah.
I also, like, as a Yankee fan, I look, who would I hate losing more to if they get to a World Series? I would hate losing more to the Dodgers than the Mets. Personally. As a Yankee fan, I wouldn't want to
I feel
lose
like
to
that's-
the team in
That's what's
my...
gonna happen.
The Yankees losing to the Mets in the World Series?
No, to the Dodgers.
The Yankees losing to the Dodgers?
I feel like the Dodgers are gonna win
The World Series.
Yeah.
But as a Yankee fan, if they get to the World Series and they lost, I would rather lose to the Dodgers than the Mets.
Okay.
I would hate seeing the Mets celebrate a World Series title knowing they beat the Yankees to do it, as opposed to the Dodgers beating the Yankees to win the
because
World
it's
Series.
both New York.
Yeah, I don't care for the Mets. I
I'm
just
not
won't
gonna lie
cheer
to
for the
you.
Mets. They're going to take Juan Soto. New York is a Yankee town. That's not like it is a Yankee town over a Mets town largely. That they are dominate the discussion
Obviously.
more. But for me, I personally if I had to see my Yankees lose the World Series, I'd rather it be to the Dodgers than to the Mets.
Okay, I see.
I'll be honest. I wouldn't mind seeing the Mets win at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, I want. That's what I want.
I like that
I-
idea.
that would be
I'm sorry,
ideal.
Matthew.
I don't know. I'll send them this like bandwagon message. So I hope they win today.
I'm still confident in my Yankees winning it all. Number 28 is coming. We deserve it. We deserve it.
Didn't Judge hit a home run yesterday?
Yeah. He also had a pop up.
He hasn't played well.
That pop up in the first led
The
to the first
shortstop
run.
dropped it.
Yeah. Rocchio. That was rough. Rough start for the Guardians.
Sometimes tough playing Yankee Stadium when the bright lights are finally on you. Only
That-
no one watches Cleveland. Sorry, Bootsky, but yeah, Cleveland's meh. Now you got it. Now people are watching because you're in New York at
Yeah,
Yankee
yeah,
Stadium, not even at City Field. You're at Yankee Stadium.
But watching that game, I was watching it as I was getting ready for the pregame show last night, and it just looked like looked like a Yankees night where the vibe was good. You could see a little hop in the step of all the Yankees players. That first inning, the fortuitous bounces that the Yankees did get, it just felt like a night where it was going to be all New York, and sure enough, it was.
That's also they took the two at home. They did their job.
Yeah.
Now can they go steal one in Cleveland?
I think they can.
Fingers crossed. Garrett Cole also didn't even play well yesterday. He struggled. Like he battled through and ended up doing pretty fine. So I will take some consolation, like happiness, though, if the Guardians do end up coming back and beating the Yankees. The fact that there are 4 Canadians on that team, including one from Edmonton, that's kind of cool.
That is cool.
I still will pick the Yankees.
I think the Yankees win this series. Then lose to the Mets at Yankee Stadium in the World Series. You're going to be a
Yeah.
grumpy boy that day.
I
Oh,
know.
if they lose or if they're down, yeah, I'll be sitting here angry.
Yeah. Still have
But screw it.
Manchester United.
Bring it on. Oh, they're having an awful season.
I know, I'm just
and the
teasing.
manager that they could have possibly gone to when they fire their current manager right now has gone to take over the English national team, which I'm stunned by. Thomas Tuchel taking over the English national team.
Hey, how about Canada's win over Panama yesterday?
International friendly. So
Yeah,
I think Chris in the Nasty Chat asked earlier what I didn't watch it. He asked my thoughts. I didn't see it. I just don't do it. I don't do friendlies. I don't do exhibition.
Yeah.
I
Got a
don't
little spicy.
care. Did it?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, the ref, she had to jump in there a couple times.
I know David scored a late winner in like the 87th minute or something like that, but Canada will get, I believe it's going to, because Mexico-US play, is it tonight or did they play yesterday? That'll determine who Canada's opponent will be in the upcoming CONCACAF Nations League, and it'll probably be Suriname, which is a pretty good opponent. Is it instead of Haiti or Costa Rica? So not an easy team to play. Suriname's loaded with a lot of they're something with Netherlands and stuff. So they got a lot of Dutch players, Dutch dual nationals that play for them. But Canada beat them in the lead up to the qualifying for the 22.
Let's go, Suriname. Bring it on.
Like let's go. Like
No, I said bring it on.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
Getting closer to the World Cup.
Were you guys talking about this is Halloween related? Were you guys talking about Dark Edmonton by any chance?
It was brought up
Yeah.
last week. I think
Date
it was
night.
brought up.
Yeah, great date night. I got my tickets. It's the best because I go to all of them. A huge Halloween person.
Oh, I got to actually figure out. I got to get a costume for Halloween.
Yeah, so
Jasmine's in on the hangout on the Halloween, and she wants to do something. So I got to
Hangout
get a
Halloween.
costume.
And that means
Now-
you can wear a hat or something. Doesn't have to be a full-fledged costume.
I'll run some ideas by you after.
Okay. I'm gonna probably wear a costume.
Okay.
I should see what I can get for at least at least one piece of prop in here.
Yeah, I was like, I'll decorate it.
Why not? Let's get a pumpkin.
Right, let's get festive. Hangout Halloween.
I should get an EST.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'll do
Yeah,
on my
we
time
should.
off.
Yeah, it's time to get festive.
Well, actually, I can't cut. You can't do it this early.
I was gonna ask any nasty down to like cut an EST pumpkin.
Well, I was
Or
gonna be like,
carve-
can you not
carve
like
an
you could
EST
get like
pumpkin?
ways
That's
where you
tough.
just shave it at least.
Oh.
It
You should
is
be able
tough.
to
That's why I
shave
can't
it
do
or
it.
something.
We'll shave it.
I've got time off for the next few days. Gives me
How
something
cool would
to
that be? Then we can put it beside the long drink and put a candle in it or something.
Maybe
nice.
get two pumpkins, one with long drink, one with the EST.
Yeah.
If we can figure out how to do the ST one, I think we can figure out how to do where it just says the finish long drink.
Legit. Or just like, yeah, that's right. You know how cool that would be? Okay, Mr. Non-festive.
What?
Mr. I don't eat turkey
I
on Thanksgiving.
love
I had a lot of
You
turkey on
actually
Thanksgiving, by the
did
way.
that.
Yeah.
I do love Halloween. I just don't like dressing up.
I love it all. I love the children in their costumes. I love giving them candy.
I'm slowly trying to
Cute.
get into Halloween movies and stuff.
Well, don't worry. I'll try to get you in the spooky spirit.
Well, I'm watching Saws right now.
Oh yeah, you have this schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, Renee and I figured it out.
Says the person with
planned
the
it out.
itinerary for their Montreal
Yeah,
trip,
exactly. He hates on me.
which includes a Habs game, which I think is fantastic.
Thank you.
Which she initially wasn't invited to.
That's right.
Then was, let alone forced to go
It's
to.
gonna be great.
Have fun.
Yeah, have a great
Hopefully,
trip.
we solved a
guys.
lot of problems for the flight.
Yeah.
Of etiquette.
I loved it. That was a good topic. I appreciate everybody's advice and your guys' advice. I'll have lots of stories. I hope. Good
I
ones.
hope so.
Yeah.
Montreal's a wonderful city to have fun in and frolic about.
Go away, Big Uke.
Yeah. What did Big Uke say?
But you dress up as a clown every time you wear Yankee gear.
Yes.
Go away. Just go away, Big Uke. No one asked you to be
Too
here.
good.
Well played, Big Uke. Well played.
Coming up next year on EST, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. We do have the Lock Shop, Dusty and Huss, coming up at noon. It is the Oil Stream, Tommy and Dusty. We got EST Afternoons, the Reed Wilkins Show coming up between 1 and 6, the two shows. Those two shows have your next chance to qualify for EST Fly Away to LA, presented by 780. Thanks again for tuning in to the EST Hangout. Jasmine, enjoy Montreal.
Thank you.
Montreal.
Au revoir.
We look forward to the stories when you return.
Yeah, you betcha.
On behalf of Tommy, Jasmine, I'm Matt. Thanks for tuning into the EST Hangout live on Edmonton Sports Talk. As I've said, Lock Shop coming up in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Let's go. There you go, right in front of the camera.
First time guest, long time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Gazzola with here. Joining us today,